fucking hell.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to Tales on Tap, a place where good friends get together and share stories about weird houses and tree mounds, little pixie dudes that are really suspicious, and weather changes that could frighten your nan. I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let's go and say hello to everyone.
Hi everyone!
What was that?
Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
Wow, that was a snap start that you did there, Dan.
Interesting, right? That was so good.
Risky.
What?
I literally got on camera.
Weather,
Literally, it was so quick.
weather patterns that would frighten your nan?
No.
Your
We
nan Oh.
started the stream.
Oh, yeah, sorry. These guys weren't ready.
Yeah,
so,
it's very much like we're going live. Hello, everyone.
So, thank you so much for joining us again. Just before we get into tonight's episode, we do have some announcements to get through. As always, our stream tonight is sponsored by our good friends over at Valkyrie RPG. If you haven't already, go and check the link downstairs and go to their website, which is valkyrie-rpg.co.uk. They do amazing stuff. Store-wide purchases can be done with 10% off using code Tales10. They've got cool dice trays, apparel, all sorts of goodies, so make sure you go and check them out whenever you've got time. Also, if you are subscribed, thank you very much. You don't have to watch our stream. You don't have to subscribe to watch our stream, but we are grateful nonetheless. And we know that times are a bit tight at the moment, and everyone's kind of scrimping and saving for a rainy day, which is all the time in Britain. But if you are a little bit tight on cash, but you have an Amazon Prime subscription, link that to your Twitch account. You get a free subscription every single month. Ding your Amazon Prime subscription. The giveaway is still ongoing at the moment, so for those of you that don't know, we are giving away an art commission by none other than Natalie. It can be an art commission of anything you like, plus a chibi that goes with it. All you have to do to enter is we want your most creative NPCs. So give them a backstory. They don't have to be an adventurer. They can be just a random person that you'd like a group of adventurers to come across in the wider world. But yeah, drum up an NPC, put it in the Discord chat. We have a little channel in there called Build an NPC Giveaway.
That's right. Make sure it's the giveaway one, because we also have built an NPC just normally. So make sure it says giveaway.
Yeah. And then next time we do our last orders, we'll kind of pitch them together. I also remembered and realised that I'm actually playing the Lord of the Rings music, and I think that's really copyrighted.
Oh, yeah. Really?
Legally distinct.
While he's sorting that out, I do want to make a brief little announcement. Those that are part of our Discord already know that we don't actually have any emotes tonight apart from the chunky crits, because I got myself into a little bit of a situation by not checking what I should have checked. I was sold stuff that I thought I was able to use. Turns out it wasn't theirs to sell. So I removed all the emotes. I apologize to any artists that I've accidentally stolen from, which is, let's face it, that's what it was. So I want to apologise on my behalf and on behalf of Tales on Tap, and we will get emotes for those who sub. There will be emotes. I'm working very hard to get those back up quickly. So there you go.
No worries.
Chunky Crits is the most important one anyway.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
it
they will
is.
really care
It is.
about.
Also, for those of you that tuned in last week, you'll know that next week, Tales on Tap are going on the road again. We're going to be going to the UK Game Expo in Birmingham from Thursday. Well, I'll be there from Thursday to Sunday, but the rest of the cast will be there in full from Saturday and Sunday. So if you are in the UK and you want to stop by the UK Game Expo, the tickets are still on sale and they're reasonably priced as well. But if you do find yourselves there, we'd love to come and meet you guys. But tune into our Instagram. We're going to be doing Instagram Live. There are going to be stories posted constantly throughout that weekend. We're going to be doing some really good interviews. I don't want to spoil anything, but there's a really big person from the D&D industry who's going to be at that convention, and I will be hounding that individual for an interview. It is none other than Luke Gygax. So I'm hoping to God that I can get an interview with that individual, because that would be huge. But if you're going to be there, by all means, stop by. We're going to be doing some really cool stuff throughout that weekend. So next Thursday, we will not be streaming, because we will be at the convention and getting ourselves ready to be at the convention. So we're going to be live tonight, Thursday night, and next Tuesday, and then we're off for the Thursday session next week.
Yeah.
Is there any other announcements that anybody wants to kick in for?
I think we've covered it, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, we play some D&D?
Let's play some D&D.
Do it.
We're here.
Okay.
We're here.
So, guys, get yourselves
I'm nervous.
comfortable, and we're going to dive straight into tonight's episode of Tales on Tap.
Personally, I think it's some twisted joke that I've been asked to do this when I look like this.
Oh no.
Hark
Sean
this.
Connery's in the building. Hello there.
I'll probably pop back out in a second, so I'll make this quick.
Thank God for that.
Yeah, don't worry. After our run-in with the Harangon at the bridge, we continued walking for a good couple of hours, Hallie leading the way to find a village where their friend Thistle supposedly lived, who could help us find Zashby, and, by extension, we hoped, Feathers. As we walked, the seasons seemed to change sporadically, from summer to winter to autumn to spring, no seeming order or pattern to it. I knew from Tebdal that this was going to be a place of constant chaos, but even Hallie seemed to think that this wasn't normal. After a while of walking and trying to cope with the ever-changing elements, we approached a small village carved into the flora. Houses made from mushrooms, branches for bridges, and the like. I felt like a kid again playing with small dolls. It was truly adorable, but what wasn't so cute was that the inhabitants here fled into their houses when we approached. Supposedly, the oracle of the village had foreseen strangers coming and bringing doom to the land. And at this point, that kind of tracks. We encouraged Hallie to step forward and find Thistle, not wanting to spook the locals further. Thistle, it turns out, is a small sprite friend with a shock of white hair, but with their ear mangled and their wing broken, which didn't seem to be part of their usual look from Hallie's shocked reaction. Apparently things have gotten bad here. Something about a menagerie and the courts being at odds. Didn't even know there was more than one court, to be honest, and some creature that was under the control of something else with deformities all over its body apparently caused Thistle's injuries. I figure now that whatever did this to me might have been that same creature. At the time, I thought it was Ashby, but maybe I was wrong. Given Thistle's condition, Hallie asked to see the Oracle to see if they could provide any insights on Zashby or Feathers' whereabouts, demanding a valuable trade for the information. I gave them Enra. She's been with me for so long, but after the conversations I've had with Clovis recently, there's no point holding on to something from a life that's long gone and isn't coming back. And if it gets me closer to Feathers, I'm going to give what I have to. The Oracle pointed us towards the Deepwood Hollows in the Dark Fae, some kind of Fae version of the Underdark on our plane. If this is what the Underdark's like, I'm definitely not adding it to my vacation list when all of this is over. Not wanting to waste any more time than we already had, we set off. But it was niggling at us all how much this was putting at stake. Jove is adamant that we should go back, but we've already come so far that if we have lost time, a few more hours in this place wasn't going to kill us. But I might have jumped the gun a bit there because it's completely deformed us. Me, in particular. We couldn't get hold of Quinn through Clovis's ring, so we're in the dark, regarding how much time is passing. But during the conversation, Jove said that the south had been taken, that Belloc was gone. I know why Clovis was worried about saying something now. Hallie was understandably upset that we hadn't told them sooner, but we had a conversation and she honestly seems more determined than ever to go back and help in whatever way she can. She's definitely proving herself to be more capable in ways more than just hopping through portals. After another few hours of the wibbly-wobbly clock passing by, we reached the Dark Fae, and soon after, the Deepwood Hollow itself. The guys spotted figures in the darkness who looked hostile, so we came up with a plan to lure them out and have Clovis incapacitate them at the mouth of the hollow. I was meant to be bait and lure them out, but I think my brain blanked, and for some reason I just threw a rock. Luckily, Clovis had me covered, and these small gnomish creatures raced forward to fight us. One being held in place by these tentacles whipping up from the ground that Clovis had put there. An alarm was, of course, raised, and these big, grotesque troll fucks joined the party and almost crushed me to a pulp. After a little while, I felt this blinding agony before I heard my joints crunching, and yeah, now I look like this. And we don't know how to fix it. Fucking great. Jove managed to kill both of them, thankfully, decapitating their vile heads from their bodies in an impressive display of control for him. I spotted that his skin, however, had turned scaly, similar to what I've noticed with Clovis sometimes, so that's something definitely to keep an eye out for. But for now, fuck the Feywild and fuck this. Feathers, we're still coming for you, but I'm going to be taking a step back so as to not be too much of a liability anymore. Fuck!
Very good. Very
All right,
good.
be careful with that thing. It took a lot of effort to make.
Where we pick up tonight's session, you guys are in the precipice of the Deepwood Hollow after vanquishing a number of baddies that came out. In the last session, Clovis, you managed to arcane eye into this area to find that at the base, towards the entrance, and as you get further in, it splits off into a T-junction, and you sent your arcane eye off towards as you're going in, to the right-hand side, and there was a doorway, if you remember, with the door slightly ajar.
I went the other way first. The doorway it was slightly ajar as well. I went the second.
You did.
Down that way and then back that way, because I don't think I saw anything. It was just like a chamber with mushrooms or something, right?
Yeah.
So
Purple mushrooms.
Yeah, my mushroom trauma activated.
You looked down that way. You didn't send the arcane eye down that way. You looked down that way, and at first glance, what you could see was that there was a cavern full of purple fungi all over the walls and floor. You didn't send your arcane eye down, though, so you're unsure as to what's down there. But you turned and saw that there was a door with a doorway, and as you sent your arcane eye through, the magic quickly, dispersed.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. As you all gather at the...
20 for those.
Ooh.
Can everyone roll me a d20, please?
You'll get it one day. You'll get it one day.
I was
Apart from hand, please.
Oh.
Ooh. I got one.
Oh no!
Oh,
That's
okay.
20!
We needed that.
Both
Chris,
ends of the spectrum.
if you can take notes for us this week, you'll be recapping next week for us.
Sure thing.
You guys gather at the mouth of the Deepwood Hollow. I'm just going to turn this music down ever so slightly.
It's very intense.
Ever so slightly.
I was going to say on the last stream, I know I'd said previously that it was very quiet on the last stream. It was a tiny bit too loud. Like, on some parts, especially when Evan was speaking, it was a bit... You couldn't quite hear him as much.
Okay.
I think we got good levels.
As you guys gather at the mouth of this entrance that's sloped down and heading deeper underground, what do you guys want to do?
Well, I'll obviously recount to them what I had seen from these areas. So I was like, to the left, there is some kind of mushroom area, which I feel extremely uncomfortable about. And off to the right, I feel actually maybe more uncomfortable about, because it seemed to dispel my magic as soon as it approached.
That sounds...
Well, maybe that's the way to go then.
I would say that sounds more the most dangerous way, but that's where we're heading.
Well, either way, I feel incredibly uncomfortable about this, but
I get
we're
that.
here. It all seems fairly not good.
I would say let's try and she kind of does give like a little side eye to Ash, as stealthy as possible.
I can help with that.
It's really not that bad, darling. Honestly, just don't look in any.
I don't know
Small
what they're
fellow
talking
or-
about. Sorry, Michael, you said you could help with her being stealthy, us being stealthy?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay, so let's approach slowly. When we're going the non-mushroom route, right?
Unless anyone has some way of exploring further, then I would tend to avoid it. Just based on previous experience with similar flora.
Aren't all three of you magic in some way? So if we go to a place where it doesn't work, you're kind of just regular people?
Well, it may surprise you.
I'm dead.
And it may surprise you and shock you, but I actually wasn't going to volunteer myself for going in first.
Well, I hadn't assumed you would, but I'm just saying, once you come in after me,
I'm not going in first.
Perhaps
at least you'll fit in.
you want to
Sorry,
stay out here?
Thanks.
It's a defense mechanism. I'm actually very stressed. I apologize.
I mean, if my magic's not going to work down there, then maybe we should go the purple mushroom route.
No, because we've done that before and it nearly killed others.
Was she allergic?
No, they were weird.
Overeager, more than anything.
Sounds like a story for another day. Okay, I mean, it's up to you guys. I mean, I am a bit cautious going somewhere that might turn off my magic, but...
Do you want me to go check out the door first?
Are you guys all just stood conversing in the entrance, by the way? You've not moved anywhere, no?
No.
Cool.
No.
How about I go first, and you guys just try to stay within 30 feet of me?
Okay.
I thought he was going first, and I point to Jove.
I would
He's the one that
suggest
likes to get hit.
Also, he's here. I gestured to Killian.
Killian just kind
The
of
one who
turns...
is invisible in the dark.
Yeah, Killian just kind of turns to you all and goes, No. That's not what I'm here for.
What are you here for?
Saving
He's
your
helping
life.
us.
I mean, theirs, maybe.
Ash,
Alright,
you
fine.
can't see, can you?
No, I can't see, I can't move, I can't do anything. Thank you.
She can't sing, she can't do anything.
Okay, do you want to take my arm and we'll move slowly? I can see that you're struggling to move slightly, and I do sympathetically I reach out an arm. I'm not doing it in any sort of mean way, and I start walking slowly forward at her pace.
Okay. Which is half speed.
I'll just
just a point.
Oh, we didn't say, is it 20 or 25 for me, half speed?
Well, you always round down, don't you?
The down to 20.
Yeah. Always round down.
That's not that bad.
20
I mean,
feet.
it's-
You've got 10 less feet than everybody else in the world.
Yeah, that's normal.
How dare you cripple me like that?
It's more the other elements of it.
As you guys...
Well, before we start walking down, I'll just give a nod to Michael. Just like,
Alright. I'll take my blade out and I'll run my hand across it, and it's gonna shimmer with sort of a dark smoke that's just gonna surround our footsteps. And I'll spend 2 charges to cast. The fuck is it called again?
Pass without
trace?
Without a trace.
Woo! Love that.
Okay, no
Okay.
problem. So, are you all trying to be as stealthy as you can and are able to?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Everybody roll me a stealth check then, please. Who farted out of the mouth?
I rolled 2 nat ones!
yeah, that
I
makes
also
sense.
rolled
Right.
a nat. I also rolled a nat one.
Okay, so that's
Oh,
11 for
Jesus
both of
Christ.
you.
No. No. It's not 11 for both of us. It's 18 for me.
Oh yeah, I've got shit on stealth.
18,
Hold on.
okay.
Oh, yeah, so do I.
Clovis, what did you roll?
Oh no, I don't. Mine's +0. 18.
18.
I
Jove?
got a 15.
Dirty 20.
So 30 for you.
No, as in, it's
With the
10,
plus 10.
With the 10, yeah.
Okay,
so 20.
yeah, okay, 20. Evan, what did you roll? Sorry, Michael, what did you
Nat
roll?
20 for 22.
22.
Yeah, my
32. Okay.
My 18 was without the plus, so it's 28.
Oh.
28. Okay. With the help of Pass Without Trace, you guys seem to be able to start moving without without attracting much attention as you start moving deeper into Deepwood Hollow.
Okay.
Jove, as you get, before you start moving your tokens around, all like excited, as you get to the end here.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
As you get to the end here, and you can see down both corridors, you see that one corridor, as Clovis described, goes up to a doorway on the left. On your right-hand side, you see that there's a doorway with a door that's ever so slightly ajar. And off to the left, you see that there is another long corridor with halfway down the corridor, as you kind of start stepping towards this wall, you see that there is a doorway here and a doorway right at the bottom end here. From where you're stood, I'd like you to make me a perception check so see how much detail, because this is dark. There is very dim light coming from the luminescence of the purple fungi that is in that area.
Cool. 19.
19. The doorway that you see that's first on the left-hand side down that corridor is it's solid wood, but looks to have been made of a kind of mishmash of thorned branches that are all intertwined to make this door, and the thorns themselves are sticking out, and some large, quite large, and some quite small, but looks very spiky, but with a door handle on it, obviously being able to open it. And right down the other end of the corridor, the other door itself, from there, you see it's not the same sort of door. It's solid wood with a bit of gold finery on it, but you can't quite tell what that is.
Okay. For those who can see, sort of getting close, keeping low, peering sort of left and right, he's gonna turn, not say anything, but sort of gesture. Like he's with 2 fingers up, make a door handle thing, and then open, and then point that way, and then one that way, and sort of like sign there are doors.
Okay, Ash, you have no idea that this is happening.
I know.
Welcome to my world.
But yeah, you all see that.
I'm gonna relay that to Ash.
Okay.
I think we should go the one door. Just, I know that mushrooms can be strange here in the Feywild, so I say the chances for the magic rather than the mushrooms. But that's my vote.
Do you recognize this particular form, or?
I hand Ash's hand over to Michael, and I creep forward to just about there, until I can start seeing like these mushrooms.
Yep.
And do I recognize? Have I had any dealings with this type of mushroom?
Are you?
Dealings?
You have not. But are you proficient in nature?
Give me a sec. Sounds like something I would be. No,
You are
not.
a druid.
Yeah.
Then no, you've never come across them. But you can try to discern any properties if you were proficient, which you are not. You can also try, but you're not going to get as much information.
Can I do that from this distance?
Nope.
Give me a sec. And I'm going to go here.
Weathers is back, guys.
Oh,
Weathers is
God's
back.
sake. Don't do it.
And without, I'm trying not to touch it, but if I have to touch it, I will.
Okay.
I'm trying to discern the properties of said mushroom. What do you want me to roll?
I'd like to roll me a nature check, please.
Great roll, then.
As she walks past you, if you just see him in the dark, silently going,
I got 17.
17. You've not come across anything like this before. You cannot discern if they're poisonous or not. or if they're edible, or any properties like that without touching it. You wouldn't be able to discern that. But something that kind of strikes you immediately is that they are all quite deep-rooted, and most of them have this luminescent glow to them, which is kind of giving off a dim light in this area.
Okay. I move away. I move back to the main party of the group. You'll be able to see down there because those mushrooms are glowing, but I can't tell if they're going to.
I mean, you got pretty
kill us all.
You got pretty close to it as well, but you didn't. Nothing happened.
I didn't die, so
that's reassuring. How's Banff reacting to this place?
She's where she would typically be a very loyal hound, stood very close to you. She's sort of kind of tucked behind you at every opportunity. This is obviously not her favored battleground in any way, shape, or form. But she's sticking close to you, but never really at your side, more behind you, as if like, I got you, Jack. Kind of like, you lead the way, I'm right behind you, just don't send me anywhere I don't want to go.
Cool.
Ash, I think Jove is moving towards the door rather than the mushrooms, just so you know.
Is Jove moving towards the door?
So, sort of having seen her walk towards the mushrooms and nothing terrible happened yet, going to this one and knowing that the door is open, can I hear anything coming from that way? Can I sort of perceive any sound or anything? Like, how quiet is it?
From where you are, what's your passive perception?
Terrible. Yeah, it's 11.
No. Can't hear anything. To be fair, it's almost like it's too quiet.
Can I... sorry, if you're still doing stuff.
No, I was just clearing. Go for it.
Okay, cool. Can I go to, like, the entrance of the passageway with the mushrooms?
Yep.
And I will use the ring to cast Detect Good and Evil.
Oh,
hey.
Good shout.
What's the range on that?
30 feet.
30 feet, I think, yeah.
Within 30 feet, you do not sense the presence of a celestial, undead, fey, fiend, or... Aberration, thank you.
Okay, so no fey within 30
Not
feet.
within 30 feet, no.
Okay.
Um,
Promising?
Is Sailor around Jove's neck, just so I can... I've got an idea of this battlefield. Because obviously her token's up here.
Not a battlefield yet.
Sorry, map. Just so I can discern the map.
For the moment, yes, but I am considering her not to be. So just for the moment, she's still with me, but I will protect this dragon with everything.
Oh, no, 100%. I just want to make sure. Okay, so we need to move. I mean, they know we're here, so let's... Right or left?
I'll defer to you.
I'm thinking door. I don't know why. It just gives me
Let's go to the door then.
Okay.
I agree that's probably the right way, but, curiosity and all that. But you're right, and I'll turn away from this area and start following them. I'll keep good and even up, though.
Stay... Hold on to me, okay? As I will walk at her pace forward.
It's only a little bit slower than yours.
100%. I wasn't judging. I was just saying I'm not dragging her
so
along.
you guys move towards the doorway. Again, there's no discernible... Jove sprints down the corridor.
I'm just moving... No, it's a slow move. It's just everyone's not moving as fast as I am.
It's all relative, Dan.
Sure.
I am the better monk. Look how fast I am.
I mean, I am now, for the moment.
For the moment. Enjoy it while
As
it lasts.
you get to the door, you still, at this with your 11 passive, Jove, you don't really hear anything from the other side.
How open is the door?
It's ajar. You probably got...
So it's not...
I can. Sorry.
That much room?
Okay. I apologise.
It's still ajar, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a door.
Oh, God, really?
It's a good joke.
It genuinely looks like something came out of it, went to shut it, and it just didn't shut.
Like
it, just
properly.
swung, but didn't shut properly.
Okay.
So it's open towards you by
only
around...
a tiny bit.
By
like
a few inches.
Yeah.
But it's open.
I am going to try something. So, knowing that Clovis said that the Arcanine was dispersed when he entered the room, I am just going to activate Green Flame Blade on my axe, and I'm just going to put the blade through the gap in the door to see if the flames disperse as it goes through.
Okay, so you're putting the blade through?
Like, yeah, I'm sort of like
the whole axe
creeping,
through, or just
no, like I'm creeping the so where the blade's a flame, the tip of it, I'm just going in from the tip and just sort of slowly watching to see if the flames disperse because magic cannot be done there.
That's exactly what happens as you push the blade through. As it passes the barrier of the door, the flames start to disperse.
Pulling it back and sort of looking at Clovis, he like try not to say anything. He just goes to you and just goes.
I kind of lean over to Hallie and I'll just be like, Hallie, if we go in there and there is no magic, I cannot do anything.
Okay. I mean, I'm kind of in the same boat. Let's... And I kind of step one step away from... I think we should back up. And then I immediately go back and hold her hand.
Okay. Crunch time, people. What are we doing? Everyone turns to Jove. Do you know, turning back, it was a great idea. I had your back on that decision for a day.
It's a stupid thought.
I'll send a message, a mind message to Killian and say, I'm afraid I might not be too good here, chap. You might want to get up to the front.
Oh, we're going forward.
It's not really where I do my best fighting. But suppose none of you are brave enough to take the fall, and he kind of shoots you a wink. Like, just a little wink, because only he's communicating with Clovis, but he winks. You know full well he's fucking around. But then he, like, shoots his eyes from you to Jove and back with a smile on his face, and just walks to the door.
Just trying to get the people up front who can do something.
seeing Killian, like, barge past me and Hallie, me and Ash.
Out of the way, wretch.
To pull Feathers' bow from my... I'm only holding the bow, I'm not pulling it, just off my back, so readying. Seeing how we're going forward, I'm pulling the bow.
So you have feather. You had Dream Kiss. You took.
I do, and I'm attuned.
Yeah.
Okay. That happened at the monastery. It's all right.
I was
trying to work it out in my head when that happened. Sorry
and
for
I did
that.
do it on my sheet. For
yeah.
once.
It's all good. It's all good. Killian kind of walks to the door and kind of like looks through the gap and kind of turns and waits for you guys to give him the go ahead.
I'm gonna step up next to him.
Okay.
I'm walking
Joe's just gonna
forward,
sort of...
Okay.
That's what I meant.
Joe's going to look to Killian and just sort of put three fingers and just go. He doesn't know what 3, 2, 1 is, but he's seen what people do that before, so that means after the third one goes down, you're done.
Okay, you see Killian take an arrow out of his quiver and just knock it onto his bow and use his foot to open the door to give him just enough room to kind of slip through, and he passes through and vanishes.
Oh.
Completely from sight.
Yep.
Oh, bollocks.
We can't leave him. We need to move. We can't leave him on his own.
Who has the other sending stone?
I do.
Pass it to Jove, I think.
Okay. Jove.
It could just be transporting us somewhere there, but if it is some kind of anti-magic field, then...
Or it could just be some field that we can't see through, so then the magic is happening, it's just we can't see it.
We're taking too long, he might be in trouble.
Joe's
Let's just go.
See the stone and just sort of opening the door so he can slip through, just...
Okay, roll me a d6, please.
Oh, God.
Oh, Christ.
Oh,
we're getting
fuck.
separated.
Oh, fuck, no!
That would be a 6.
Me and Ash are stepping through together when we go together, right?
I need someone's hand.
Okay,
You
one
got
at
my
a time. Who's going next? As Jove opens the door and steps through, vanishes.
Clovis, group up with me. If there's anti-magic, you're useless.
I'll just say to in the sending stone. Anything? What's going on?
Why?
Fuck.
I'll grab Clovis's collar and be like,
Oh! Chaotic Neutral, thank you so much for the tip of £40.26. You absolute legend.
Oh my god!
I think that's the highest tip we've ever had. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
God.
Is that a 50 bucks?
you.
How do I do this? If I go like this and go...
I think that might be a $50 bills, unless they just like donate very specific amounts.
Sorry, you've just completely derailed us, but there we go. You are now VIP. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So, who's next through the door? Joe
it's me and
pulling Clovis and me through.
The door is open enough for one person to go first and the one next. So, Michael, if you're pulling him through...
I'm pushing the door open and pushing both of us through.
Well, I'm being dragged.
I'm grabbing Clovis as tightly as I can.
Okay, so you both step through. Both roll me a d6, please. In fact, Evan, you roll me a d6 first.
4.
Chris, roll me a d6.
6.
Roll it again.
Oh.
Because I got a 6. There we go.
1.
Okay. As these two, they both go out of sight. How much to level them up? I tell you what.
No.
How do I put a figure on this? What level will you get to?
Don't put a figure on it.
800?
No, don't do it. 8,000?
800? 8,000?
$1 million.
Right,
Okay, so
seeing
that as
us
a stream
alone,
goal.
Yeah.
seeing me and Ash alone with Bounce. If the Bounce didn't go through.
Banff did not go
good.
through. She saw Clovis get dragged through and just kind of start stepping away from the door.
What? Bitch.
Trusted you.
See this?
I just started treating her nicely.
Knowing we can cast spells on this side, I'm gonna just quickly cast light in my hand.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Oh, I forgot you can do that. Bounce, do you want to wait here? You don't seem to be too sure. I don't even know.
She
if
kind
you can
of
understand
goes
me.
and kind of sees her ears prick back, and then she kind of sees her tough herself up, and she's like, shakes her head a little bit and goes, I
You
just
can come through with us.
barges,
Gotta
like
go.
bolts for the door, and what you see is she leaps, and instead of disappearing at the door, she disappears a fraction before.
Oh.
Dog.
Smart dog.
Okay, Ash, it's us now. And I just rush forward now that she can see.
Okay.
He knew the mushrooms were going to put us
Okay,
on the wrong direction. He knew it.
Ali, roll me a d6, please. We're looking for a 2 or a 3.
Oh, I don't
Whichever comes first for you.
That was a
Good
d20, so.
Nope. You're rolling
That's a 6. That's a 6. That's a 5. 6.
You have to put us in different rooms.
6.
Keep going.
Just keep on.
6.
Roll a
This is
different
the amount
die.
of- This
That's
is the
a
amount of
3.
damage you're going to take.
3.
Yeah, 3. Cool.
3.
Could have just made up a number, to be honest.
6.
You all
I keep this one.
through.
We're off.
Out.
Oh.
And we're all in the
Of
same place.
sight.
Fuck off.
I'm scared.
Can we see?
Well. Holy shit!
What?
What are you doing?
Oh, that's got to be PayPal chargebacks.
No
surely.
No
way.
way. There's no
No
way.
way! Have you actually just subbed £644?
Fucking
Oh
no.
my
Holy
god!
shit!
That's $800. That's what you said.
You did say $800.
Who has that kind of cash to throw around?
Oh my god,
Holy
man! What the
shit.
hell?
An
Fucking
epic
hell.
thank you if this is correct.
my
an
God.
epic thank
What
you.
the
It was completely unnecessary. We were kind of joking.
Wow!
Dude, you're such. Sorry,
Wow,
I didn't mean to doubt you.
But
That's fucking
honestly,
incredible.
Okay, well, I am a man of my word.
No way.
You guys can level up.
Right?
What
okay.
can I do? How can I not do that now? Like,
Did it
No,
right now.
I mean, it's
I-
fair.
I
Oh
do-
no,
Wow.
I have things I
my
need to
God,
do on a level
thank
up.
you. Thank you so much. But honestly,
That's
I mean,
insane.
take
Hey.
care of you first, man. Like,
Okay,
Yeah.
But oh my
Thank
God,
you so
thank
much.
you so much.
So are we or are we not leveling up? I just
you
need to know.
are. Yes, you are. So
Okay.
I'm coming because Jove,
we
you
do
went
that
through
at the
the.
break.
No. So just wait a second.
We'll have-
Jove, you went through the door first. What happens
Yep.
beyond here will not rely on stats or your character sheet. So, Jove, I'm going to come to you while the rest of you spend a bit of time leveling up your characters. I can't believe that you've done that, Chaotic Neutral.
that's
Thank
insane.
you so much.
That's so nice of
Dude.
you, honestly. You're amazing.
Okay, Jove. You arrive
Uh-oh.
as you kind of. Your vision goes. Like, blackens before it clears within a split second, and you stand in the middle of a room that's quite bright. The room itself is almost pristinely clean. Marble floors with these marble pillars that go up to the ceiling. A contained room. There is a door behind you, and in the room there are 6 large mirrors facing each other around you, with you in the middle of the room.
Oh no.
Alright, so the level up didn't matter. I just need to roll a new character now.
Hey, it will be a level 8
It
character.
will be a lovely character.
Holy shit. I'm literally... I am absolutely taken aback by that. Thank you so much. That is incredible.
Appreciate the love.
Yeah.
Right, so I'm
We
in
love
a
D&D.
room with mirrors that are surrounding me in a circle.
Yes. So you're in the middle of a room,
Yeah.
surrounded by mirrors. And
How many did you say?
Zayla
Sorry, 6.
is nowhere to be seen.
Oh no.
Oh.
And there are 6 mirrors.
Fuck. Whose idea was the Feywild again? Right, okay.
All the mirrors are different
Mhm.
shapes and different sizes. There is one fully circular with a like a very plain silver trim, and each mirror is levitating, is kind of stuck in motion with nothing underneath it, just in place. And as you kind of look around, you just see the reflection of yourself. One is circular with a silver trim. Another one is a square mirror, but the corners of each of the square kind of like sprig out into like vines.
Mm-hmm.
The next one is an oval shape with a beautiful gold kind of filigree surrounding it, with the top and bottom kind of encroaching in towards the mirror. Next to that is another mirror of what is looked to be the shape of a dragon's head, with its mouth open, and inside the mouth is where the reflective surface of the mirror is. The next one along is a long kind of rectangular mirror that is a little bit cracked along the edges and has no trim. That's 1, 2, 3. And the next mirror is the shape of an acorn. It's kind of like oblong again, like oval, but with an acorn shape to it.
Right, okay. So, where's the door in this room?
The door is behind you. You kind of look behind the gap between the dragon's head and the kind of long rectangular mirror, and you see the door behind you.
There's no. Can I step between them? There's nothing stopping me from going outside of the
nothing.
circle of mirrors.
Nope, nothing's stopping you at all.
Just a quick for my own peace of mind. Just telepathy to Zayla. Can I hear her at all? If I sort of call out for her, does she respond in any way?
She does not.
No, I didn't think so. I have the sending stone, right? Did I pick it up? You threw it to me, didn't you? Yeah. Cool.
Very limply threw it at you.
Yeah. Sort of scrabbling around for it. He's gonna go, guys, who had this? Ash? No. Whoever had this other sending stone, anyone there? Anyone at all?
No response.
No. Right, okay, thinking time. Right, gonna go to the door. Is there handles? Is there anything on it? Anything to open? Is it just sort of flat?
It is a flat door, and make me an investigation check before I give you the answers.
Investigation. Okay, that is 18.
18. You notice that where the door is, there is a little recess, a small circular recess in the door. Right in the middle.
Right in the middle.
Yep, so the door itself is regular door shape, a little bit bigger than you would anticipate normally, but in the middle of the door, down the crack of the door, there is a small recess where a circular item might fit.
Go, okay. Oh, where are the people who know stuff when I need them? Just because he wants to try, he's just going to like boot the door really hard, like sort of like Spartan kick, just to see if it does anything. If there's movement, if there's a sound, sort of like a proper boot to it, just to see what happens.
Okay. As you boom, and boot the door, it is unyielding.
Unyielding doors, right? Okay. Okay, I think like the Great Master. Okay. Okay, I'm cool. I'm fine. I am a great monk.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you are.
So, going to these mirrors, nothing's holding them up. They're just sort of suspended in midair.
They are suspended in midair, yeah.
Yeah. As I go round, looking at the backs of these mirrors, is there anything on them? Is there like symbols, words, sigils, anything on the backs of these things? Or is it just plain?
Just plain at the moment.
Okay.
And you're looking right, so you're walking circular around the room, looking at the back of each one.
Yes.
Nope. Nothing on the back of any of them.
Okay, going back into the middle of the mirrors. As I sort of putting myself back in the middle, as I look, and sort of turn slowly, do all the images of me look normal? Like, am I turning at the right speed? Is there a sort of does it look weird? He wouldn't know too much, but knowing his own reflection, is one turning a bit slower? Is one looking at him as he's doing it? Like, is there...
There is no break in your reflection, but tell me which mirror you start with and which way you turn.
Right, so it was No Edge, Dragon, Acorn, Silver, Vines, and Square. Oh no, Square was Vines. Okay, sorry, someone's trying to call me, which is why I may have turned the other way. All right, let's go for the dragon head one first. I'm just going to look into it and see what I see.
Okay. The dragon, you look into it and you get a true reflection of what is around you. You see the mirrors behind you and everything you would expect within a mirror.
Okay. I'm going to do the same with the others then, just sort of good looking, sort of move around, see if anything changes as I look into one from the others, sort of trying to get a big...
You go from each one. The next one you go to from the dragon is the long-shaped one. You look and you're kind of trying to move around. Nothing in that one. You move to the next one, which is the acorn, and there is nothing. You move across then to the next one, which is the circle with the silver trim. Nothing in that one. Until you get to the square mirror. The vines coming off the edge. And you notice that there is something different in this mirror than all the others. As you look, and you kind of like look and you're looking at your reflection, and you just kind of getting a bit fed up because nothing seems to be changing. You take a step, and out the corner of your eye, as you move out of the way to move to the next, out the corner of your eye, you see something in the mirror that isn't actually in the room. You see a small plinth in the center of the room with a small glowing white orb floating on the plinth.
And that's in, sorry, in which mirror is that? That is the...
In the square mirror.
Square mirror. That's not the one with vines, that's just square all around.
No, the square mirror with the vines coming off the edge, off the
cool.
corners, yeah.
So sort of trying to, in the way you do when you're trying to look at something in a mirror, he's sort of like taking a corner and trying to angle himself to see if he can get like a better view of where this thing is, and then look into the room, and it's not there, is it? It's obviously not, because he was stood in the middle. So there is plinth and nothing, and okay. He sort of looks at his hand, looks at the mirror, and goes, "Once either this or die." Okay. He's just going to very gently sort of like tap the mirror to see if anything happens. Just sort of one finger, just.
Yep. You tap the mirror and nothing happens.
Nothing. Okay. I don't know what to do. I am not smart. Well, I'm the smartest.
You are the smartest one.
I'm not smart. I'm not smart this way. And the orb is, and what do you say the orb looks like? It's just white light.
It is a white light, yes.
And it's not reflecting in any of the other mirrors. I know. Look, I'm just.
No. Sorry, I was reading.
Sorry, right. I just tired of me.
I've read the numbers that you guys rolled, and then what I had planned, and then looked at certain things. I was like, oh no. So.
Oh shit.
I'm in the wrong room.
Sorry. So you tap the mirror, and nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
No.
Okay, is there anything else in this room? So looking up to the ceiling, looking to the walls, do I see anything? It's just clear, plain walls.
Yep.
There's fuck all here apart from
nothing.
Me and some mirrors.
And the thing is, you look up when there seems to be like an abundance of like natural sunlight and light in this room, but as you look up, just a ceiling. There's nothing. There's no like light source to shine anywhere. It's just magically bright. Yeah.
Are the mirrors reflecting any of this light anywhere? Do they seem to reflect light, or are they just sort of plain?
Nope. The only one that you found that reflection in is that square one.
The square one.
Mm-hmm.
Can I move the mirror? As in, like, if I put my hands on the side, can I turn it? Do they move? Do they stay in, so they're just set in place?
Yep.
Can you go to someone else while I try and think of how I'm not going to die? Because I don't.
Nope.
Don't know. Fucking hell. I really want to smash stuff, but I probably shouldn't, because that'll just seal me in here forever and I'll die.
It's a room full of mirrors, bro. What else are you gonna do?
That's so many years bad luck.
I know.
Yeah. Right, okay. Oh.
Huh?
A thought.
Oh, they're rare.
Uh-oh.
I know, right? Fucking hell. You see Joe just like Winnie the Pooh style, think. And his brow furrows really hard. He's like, oh, it's a thing, and I've seen it. Okay, I could try. Right, let's try that. Okay. And he sort of like jams his thumb down onto his tusk and sucks in a bit of blood. And blows out the sort of like the reddish mist with the blue bits in it, and summons I cast locate object on this thing to see if it goes anywhere, does anything, like he's seen it, and I want to see if it tracks it down.
Okay.
That happening.
The dog that you create, the bloodhound that you create using this spell, sits down in front of you.
That goes my one thought for the campaign.
The way is within you.
So
it sits down in front of me, as in front of the mirror, or in front of me.
It literally, you're trying to make it find an object. It can't find it. It sits down in front of you.
Great. He just looks at the dog and goes, Well, I don't know. You're supposed to know. I don't know what this is. So it doesn't exist then. This thing just isn't real. It's an image. It's a reflection.
How far back into the room are you? Are you in the middle, looking into the mirror? Or are you slightly closer to the mirror than you are the middle of the room?
So I'm still next to the mirror, sort of on its edge, trying to keep an eye on this sort of thing, because in his head the mirror will just...
Okay.
It's a mirror. He thinks it'll move where he moves, so he's trying to get as good an idea of it as possible wherever he can.
Okay.
Well, you're fucking useless. Fine.
No matter where you stand and how you look into this mirror, the reflection of the plinth in the middle of the room doesn't change. And it is only in this mirror, and the one thing you do spot, because each mirror is facing one another, the reflection back from the other mirror doesn't have the plinth in it.
Yeah, so it's just this mirror. There's none of the other. Yeah. Looking around, is the mirror that I'm looking into adjacent to the door?
Nope.
Or is it
adjacent to the mirror with the long, thin mirror.
The long, thin mirror?
Mm-hmm.
All right, you know what? Fuck this. Right. And he spins the axe, and I'm just going to hammer at the mirror with the image of the thing in it, just to... I have an idea. It's probably not the right one, but I'm going to hit the mirror with the reflection to see what happens, and I'm just going to hit this thing as hard as I can.
Okay. Roll me to hit, please.
It's a phantom mirror. Right. Roll to hit. Sorry, I forgot. Okay, that is a 16 to hit.
Okay. Swing the axe and connect with the mirror, and the axe repels from the mirror out of your hand, hits the ground, and skids across the floor to the opposite side of the room.
Oh, I will fucking break you, mirror. And he turns around and snatches his axe up off the floor and hooks it back on.
Okay. And as you turn and look back at the mirror, you're stood on the opposite side near the long, thin mirror. You see yourself in the mirror, the pedestal in front of you between you and the mirror. In the reflection.
So it's in the long, thin mirror now?
No.
No.
You've turned round, shouting it's an inanimate object.
So it's now between you and the mirror in the reflection.
Oh, I see what you mean, right. He sort of looks at it and moves himself around. It stays where it is. Right, okay. And just sort of very slowly with arms down, trying to sort of gauge where it is. He's just going to start walking forwards to see if he can if he comes into contact with anything, because it's there.
Okay.
He's just slowly blind man walking his way forward.
You keep your eyes pinned on the mirror and the reflection rather than where you're going. And as you slowly step forward, without breaking eye line with the mirror, you touch the pedestal in the middle.
That's cool.
Cool little puzzle, right?
That's quite cool.
Oh, smart character would love this.
You are the smart character.
That's you, dude.
Oh shit, we're fucked. Yes, I know things. Right, okay.
I know things.
Feeling his way over, I can feel an orb now. If I move my hand to the top, I can feel something.
You can.
Pick it up.
Okay. As you pick it up and pull it off, it is now, you pull it and it is now in your hand. And you take your eye away from the mirror. You have this small, luminescent, white, glowing orb in your hand.
Not trusting anything here, he just sort of looks at all the mirrors and just shakes it a bit just to make sure that it stays sort of the lights, all that kind of stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, I hate mirrors now. Right. Fuck out of this room.
As you take the first step, you hear the cracking of mirror. as each one in unison, one after another, crack and splinter into thousands of sharp shards and hang in the air as you stand there like... What do you do?
As in, they're in my way?
As in, they all start cracking the moment you take a step. What are you doing?
Right, okay.
As you look towards the door, you see that the item held in your hand is the same shape as the recess on the door.
Oh, don't get me wrong. Jove knows shapes. It's just everything else he's not great with. How far am I from the door?
Mathematics.
15 feet.
Cool.
The last mirror is just about to break. What are you doing?
Which one is it? In front of me, or like are they in front of me, or which one is like in
the last one to break is the one that you were looking in.
You and the door.
There's no mirrors between you and the door. You can see the door.
Okay, yeah, no, I know that, but is it like they're from going back? Like, is there stuff in front of me? I'm saying so. It's in front, around, or back in front.
Where the mirror? Okay, that's probably my lack of description. Each mirror cracks in place and shatters in place, and where the mirror was, thousands of shards, razor-sharp shards, are now hanging in the air, one after another, like... What are you doing?
Okay.
The last mirror cracks as you ponder, and as it does... The first mirror that cracks, all the pieces start turning until they're horizontal and go towards you. I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
I will do that. Natural 20.
Natural 20. Okay. You take 11 points of slashing damage because thousands of bits of razor-sharp mirror, but it's halved because you made your save. As the mirror pieces start flying across the room in your direction. What are you doing?
Okay, okay, fuck it. I'm not going to do what I thought I was going to do. I'm just dashing for the door, and I am putting that ball in the hole.
Here you are.
There we go.
And as soon as you are racing now across as fast as you can, bits of mirror flying all around you. You race, arm held out, and place the orb in the door. The door, as you kind of press into it, you, instead of the door opening, go and feel yourself being pulled into the orb.
Oh, cool.
Michael, you were
it's
next.
My own Pokeball.
You were next through the door.
Oh, shit.
As your vision, as you step through the door, holding on to Clovis, I love this, by the way, because I didn't plan for this to happen, but the fact that this happened was amazing. Your vision, and you step foot, and you hear branch and leaves crackle and crack beneath your feet, and where your hand was grasped onto Clovis, you're holding a watering can. I didn't plan for that to happen, but the fact that happened was amazing.
What the hell?
You look around this room. It is well lit. It looks like sunlight forms, and you look around the room, and it's a square room. There's a bed on one wall with a couple of nightstands, and the room is decorated, but the room looks as though overgrown with foliage, and in one corner there looks to be a tree that has grown from the ground right up, and where the branches go into the ceiling, they just go into the ceiling and kind of like form into it. And then where the leaves would drop down from the canopy, they are kind of coming through the ceiling, but not attached to anything but the ceiling, if that makes sense. Is that kind of, do you understand what I'm saying?
Sort of as if the crown of the tree is the ceiling itself, right?
Sort of, yeah, but the roof itself is flat, but there's just bits of leaf and branches poking through, from that one corner. Underneath your feet is turf and grass with fallen leaves and twigs all over. As you look around, there are 6 plant pots, all with a bud in each plant pot. The plant pots are all different colours: red, blue, green, brown, purple and yellow, and each one has a skull and crossbones emblazoned across each plant pot. Each one has a bud in it, and you are holding a watering can.
And the colors were, again?
Red, blue, green, brown, purple, and yellow. As you kind of worry about where Clovis has gone and you kind of move the watering can, you hear only a very faint splash of water inside, and you look in to find that it has enough water in there for 1 pour. I like this. Puzzles!
Puzzles.
We haven't done puzzles yet in this campaign.
Nope.
I tried to take you with me and you turned into a fucking watering can.
Sorry, darling.
Here is my handle. Here is my handle.
I honestly wasn't kidding when I said that you were useless. Jesus.
I can hear you. I'm joking. I'm joking.
Yeah, it's just Clovis with the
I need a wee. I'll be back in a second.
It's like Beauty and the Beast, it's just Clovis's face on a watering can.
Just checking. Daniel, can you see the sneaky chat?
Me? Oh,
Yeah.
I wasn't looking. I was thinking. I saw a lot of what you put. I saw a lot of what you put after the fact. I just I was trying not to die.
Well,
we were trying to help.
Yeah. I was doing my best thinking.
That's what.
Oh man, I'm dreading
Evan's
how
doing
much
now, I know.
4-4.
Right, skull and crossbones.
On every plant pot, there is a bedside table. There are in one corner you see that there is a mannequin, or a kind of mannequin, like a dress mannequin that people put fancy clothes on. Clovis will know all about that. But there's one of them in the corner with a beautiful dress. The dress is made completely out of what looks to be leaves and vines.
All right.
Wear the dress.
I mean, I'm thinking about it. Just because I'm here.
No one else is there.
Yeah, no one can see you.
What you doing?
There's the bed, and then there's the bedside table. Is there a drawer?
Make me an investigation check as you start searching around.
14?
There is a drawer.
Okay.
You see on the bedside table there is a small small picture frame.
What does it say on the picture frame, or what does it depict?
Inside the picture frame is a rather old photo. You see that there is what appears to be a green Eldrin. I don't know if everyone knows what Eldrin are, but Eldrin are fey elven-like creatures that, depending on the season in which they're in, their form shifts. There is a picture of a green Eldrin with a watering can, smiling, frolicking, and pouring water. And where the water has come down and it's pouring, it looks as though acidic, like something acidic, kind of as if part of the picture has worn what pot it was poured in. However, with that check, you do see that the water not being poured onto is brown. There is the brown and the blue pot. The Eldrin is not pouring water into that.
Okay. I'll go up to each of the pots.
Mm-hmm.
There's a bud on
Yep, like a small flower. Like a small flower with a bud on top of each one. Each one, the flower is identical. It is a small yellow flower, and each one is in different coloured pots, but all have a poison label on each of the pots.
Can I take a whiff of each of the pots? See if I smell something from the earth.
It was probably your internet connection when I said each one has a poison sticker on each one.
I'm a whiff.
I've been dead before.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can tell.
You can smell because none of the flowers that are in these pots have bloomed. They don't give any real fragrance from them.
Okay. I'm gonna take apart the photograph.
Hey.
Picture frame. So I'm just gonna unlatch it and flip it around, see if there's something written on the back.
Okay.
Part of it.
Okay. On the back of the photo, it says, "There is nothing like spring's first bloom."
Well, that's not helpful.
Everyone I don't want to do mine.
Well, Evan tries to figure out if there's an anagram involved or something.
And then I'm gonna go to the dress.
Hey.
And I would like to have a look around the dress to see if I can find any markings or indications.
Okay, so where the dress is in the corner where the tree trunk is. I'd like you to make me an investigation or a perception check at this point as you make your way over to that corner of the room.
Investigation, because no matter how shit my investigation is, my perception is worse.
Make me an investigation check then, please.
I mean, damn, 16. I have no modifier, so...
Nice.
Okay, as you go over, you see that where the tree is, where the angle that you were stood earlier, you didn't see, but as you kind of go round the room towards where the mannequin is, you see on the back of the tree, there is what looks to be a small knot with a hole in. The dress itself is quite flowing, quite low cut as well. But made up of, as I say, vines and leaves.
A small knot with a hole in?
Yeah, so it's called a knot in a tree. So do you know, like, in trees,
right.
An owl would make a nest within, it's like a burrowed out bit of a tree, but we call it, there's a knot. It's like a bit of a circular bit with a hole in the tree. With that investigation check of 16... you see that on the dress on the mannequin, there is a little label that stuck out at the top in parchment.
That's Gucci.
Okay. I'm gonna look at the notes.
Okay. The label says, and it's handwritten, it says, "Green was never really my color anyway."
Okay.
Alright, cool. And I'm gonna reach my hand into the hole of the tree trunk.
Okay. You pull out red acorns, 3 of each. 3 red acorns. They're kind of brown, but where the acorn lip is, they are bright red, and each single one is moldy.
Okay. I think I got it.
Okay. Can I give the acorns a smell?
Yeah, they smell moldy. They smell like
Is
kind
it
of
just
old and mold.
Seeing as I spent like some time in the grave, do
They're
they
rotten.
smell like mold or do they smell like decay?
Rotten, decay, mold. They smell horrid.
Okay, cool.
I haven't taken notes this entire session, but now I'm like figuring out riddles. I need notes.
Right, cool. If I go back to the photograph, I see that it's not the blue one. I see that it's not the brown one.
Yep.
I don't see which pot it is.
No.
But they are in the order red, blue, green, brown, purple, yellow. I
just read out the colours. I didn't tell you which order they were in. You never asked what order they were in. I just read out the colours that they were.
What order are the pots in?
The order of them are yellow, blue, brown, green, purple, red. From left to right.
So it's yellow, blue, brown, green,
Purple, not pink.
Yeah.
Purple.
Ah.
purple, red.
Oh, it was so funny, Han. That sounded like you figured something like really... like, oh, got it!
I'm gonna tear off the cover of the bed as well.
Hey.
Ooh, you full on escape roomsing this.
God damn!
he's done more than one escape room. You know this.
Yeah, Michael literally buried his way out of an escape room, the most impossible escape room ever.
You pull back the quilt off the top, which is this kind of green and gold, kind of thick duvet, or quilt for our American friends. And as you pull it back, the sheets on the bed are a green kind of meadow with bright yellow flowers dotted all over the bedding. None too dissimilar to the yellow flower buds that look to be in each pot. What would you like to do, Michael?
Is there any moisture to the bedding itself?
No.
All right.
Nobody wet themselves in this bed in a long time.
There's nothing on the sheet as well. It's just on the.
Nope. So you pull back the quilt, and that's what you see underneath the quilt.
If I check underneath the bed.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
There's nothing underneath the bed.
And I see no purple colors or anything of the sort inside of the room apart from the pot.
Apart from the pot. As you pull the duvet, I'd like to make me another investigation check as you're searching around that bed, though, please.
The fact that you're making us each do one.
I'm using my inspiration
Cool,
for that
right?
one because that was a natural one.
Oh.
Okay,
Yeah,
so...
don't do those. He's using
He's using his
inspiration.
Oh.
He's using his inspiration for.
Yeah.
Natural 19 instead.
Okay, as
cool.
you pull back the quilt and you're looking at the bedding, and as you're looking under the bed, and as you kind of like stand back up, you notice that the pillow itself is raised a little bit in the middle, like underneath in the middle, so it's kind of like raised as if it were sat on something.
I'll lift it up.
And you find a little yellow book.
I'll open it. If it can open, or I'll have a look around it first to see if there's any scriptures or any locks on it or anything like that.
No. You open it, and it is a diary.
All right.
And it begins a passage of a time of spring, and the first spring that this Eladrin encountered, and the joy in which it brought to the Eladrin, and its most fondest memory of that spring being the daffodils that sprouted, and the beauty of the colour of them.
Do I know what? Because Evan doesn't know what the fuck the colours of a daffodil is, but
Yellow.
The yellow.
The yellow.
Mm-hmm.
One of the most
Never seen a
famous
daffodil
yellow
before.
flowers, to be fair.
And it says the beauty of.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And the yellow flower buds on the bed, or the
Our daffodils.
and there's nothing to them that seems to be ominous or any kind of. It's not decay or anything like that.
Nope.
Okay. Was there something else in the room
Nope.
that I've forgotten about now?
Nope.
Right.
You've thoroughly searched everything.
Then I'm gonna do something really fucking stupid.
Oh god.
Here we go.
I'm gonna take the.
Sorry, I should have mentioned, there is also a door to the room. I should mention this. I should have mentioned this at the beginning.
Yeah.
There is a door with the same recess in the middle of the door.
Okay.
Honestly, in my head, I'm like, he knows that, right? He knows that the door's there with the thing.
No, I'm pretty sure that there was a door there.
Yeah. So there is a door similar to Jove's, but this is more of a wooden, natural-looking door with what looks to be like trees growing from either side that kind of make up the surrounding of this door. But in the middle is a recess, a small circular recess.
I'm gonna take out the pillow from the pillow case. Is it called a pillowcase?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I'm gonna open it up.
Okay.
So that I have the sort of, I don't know what the opposite to thickest is, but the
Thinnest.
thinnest. No,
Yeah.
there you go. Thank you. The thinnest part of it. I'm gonna spit and see how long it takes for water to come through.
That's so fucking weird.
Sorry, what are you doing?
I have an idea.
I'm really glad I got my room now.
So, you have a watering can with water in it. There is
Yeah.
plant pots, and you're ripping a pillow to spit on the fabric.
Yeah, because I know it's down to 2. I know
Sounds
it's
weird
down
when
to
you
2
say it.
pots.
Definitely the intended solution.
Okay. It takes a minute or two.
Okay, cool. Then I'm gonna put that pillowcase in the wrap it around the sheet, or wrap the sheet around it,
Around what?
around the pillowcase. So the pillowcase is open like a hole. I'm gonna put the sheet underneath it and wrap it around. So
You're
it's
making
like a
this
bag.
well complicated, but yeah,
Yeah,
go on,
what?
I'm with you. What are you doing?
I'm with you. What?
I've followed it every step up till now, but I now have no idea what you're doing.
Can I see if there's any sort of metal pot or anything?
No, there isn't anything of the sort.
Okay.
At this point, your option is to pour the water into one of the 2 remaining plant pots, given the clues that I've given you thus far.
I know. I'm gonna do something really stupid. I'm
Or
gonna.
just drink it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I think I
Have a
have
drink,
enough
have a lie
water
down.
in my body as it is, so I think I'll be fine.
Okay, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Genuinely.
Pick a pot and pour the water in it.
Pick a pot.
Pick a
Pick a
pot.
pot. Pick a pot. Pick a
Pot with a
pot.
prize. All right.
Oh, God. This is so fucking stupid. I don't know if I should say this on stream.
You've already spat into a
cloth, dude.
pillowcase,
Yeah.
dude.
There's not. I mean, the barriers in which we're willing to push through are very thin right now. So
Someone just saw what's going on.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
What's happening?
Don't worry about it.
You don't need to know.
I'll clue you in, Dan. None of us know.
Michael's gonna take a piss in the pillowcase
Oh, good.
to
You
get
have
water.
moisture to spare.
Okay, I'm going to say that you are unable to do that because it's fucking
Okay,
grim.
fair
Just
enough.
pick a pot and pour the water in it, given the clues that I've given you. So, you know it's not the brown, it's not the blue. Green wasn't really their colour, and there's a decay when it comes to the red. You found nothing to do with purple anywhere in the room, but it's spattered with daffodils, and there's a yellow journal, and she talks in that yellow journal about how much she loves daffodils.
Brown.
Yeah, I'm gonna
There's a
put
clue
the
there
water
somewhere.
into
Pour it in the
yellow
blue
in
one.
that case. I'm pouring it in the yellow one.
Fantastic. As you pour...
I just
You
wanted the
die.
reserve plan in case I chose the wrong one.
Okay, you pour it into the yellow, and the flower blooms. And out of the blooming yellow flower, a yellow glowing orb floats around 2 inches or so off the top of the flower.
Okay, I'll grab that one.
As soon as you grab and take the orb out and have it in your hands, the rest of the flowers slowly start to open.
Run.
Right?
Shut up.
So I'm gonna,
Don't you dare.
I'm gonna put the yellow orb into the recess of the...
Into the door. As you start moving and making your way across, you hear as this gaseous toxic gas, what a dickhead. These fumes erupt from all of the other flowers and start to fill the room as you race across, place the yellow orb into the door, and instead of the door opening, you feel yourself getting pulled into the yellow orb. This is fun, guys! We're having fun!
I'm so nervous about my one, man.
Well, that's good, because yours is next.
Han is really glad that this isn't combat-based, this is puzzle-based. I mean, like,
Yeah, but every ability check that has to do with dexterity or strength, if you get a fucking lift the crate, you're screwed.
Clovis,
Hello.
2-inch gap.
you feel as you step through the door, your vision blackens before your vision comes back. The first sensation you get is cold, freezing cold, and as you're pulled through the door, you feel yourself lose your balance and are sat. And as your vision comes back, first thing that you notice is this room is frozen solid, ice up all walls, front and back. As you stare across the room, so you're kind of towards the back, facing into the middle of the room, there is a iced plinth in the middle of a room with a solid block of ice with a blue glowing orb in the middle of it. Ice coming up all walls, and at the opposite end of the room to you is a pristine door made of shimmering ice with a recess in the middle, and you are currently stuck to frozen chair made of ice, but you're stuck.
Okay. Can I first start by just sort of trying to get more than just an initial sort of shocked awakening grasp at the room, looking at the walls to see if I can see anything behind the ice that's climbed up the walls to get an idea of where I might be? Like, does it look like the same kind of walls that were in the last place I was? Or?
No, so it's plain white walls behind each ice, but the ice itself is given this kind of like deep and light blue shimmer as you see that the kind of shine is reflecting off all walls around you. There is nothing behind the ice at all. The only thing that is in this room is you, a chair, and the plinth of ice.
And I'm frozen into the chair. Can I move my?
You're currently stuck to the chair with your back and bum.
So I can move my arms.
You can move your arms, yeah.
Okay. Anything beside me, either sides of the chair?
Nothing.
Okay.
There's nothing else throughout looking through the whole room. That is it.
Okay. Can I?
This is a bit. This music's just got really. There we go. Can I dump? Bump. Go ahead.
Can I just try and kind of firebolt the chair I'm on to see if it'll melt a bit? See if the ice is melting in response to that?
Sure. Where are you firing this, first of all?
Is the thing have arms? Does the chair have arms?
No.
Okay, then I'll fire it kind of next to my ass, like here.
Okay. You fire the firebolt at the chair, sort of aiming it away from you.
Yeah. So like at an angle. So if there's a bounce, it will go.
Yeah. As you firebolt side of the chair, as the fire makes impact with the ice spreads and thickens.
Ooh, don't do that.
Okay.
But it doesn't hit you, you see that it kind of like spreads down towards the floor and thickens with fire.
Okay. There's nothing else in this room and I'm just stuck to this chair.
Yep.
Can I just try? Can I try? Oh, don't. Can I try and just force myself up? Can I try and
Sure. Absolutely you can. Make me a strength check. Athletics it will be, or just a standard strength check.
Oh wait, athletics I have a +0, which is better. Oh no, wait, that's acrobatics. I have a -1. Okay. Let's not take that roll. Let's roll again. I'm going to use a sorcery point.
Okay.
To re-roll that.
And by the way, Jove, you can start leveling your character up now that we're with other people. If you want to level your character sheet up.
I still need to talk to you about that, so I can't do it yet.
Well, you need to. Okay, you'll need to do it.
Yeah, but what happens at level 3 for me is different. I need sort of confirmation on things.
Ah.
You can message him.
We'll talk about
Yeah.
What did I just? Oh yeah, it was a 12, so -1, 11.
11.
Yeah.
And in fact, you don't pull yourself away, but you just hear your pants rip a little bit.
No.
God. I think I've still got a spare suit in the tent. Can I try and get out? Can I try and remove my shirt?
Yep.
To
see if I can free myself from.
Yes, you do.
It's just my clothes.
It is. It's like the
you
clothes
just said my back
stuck.
and bum, right?
Yes. So you do, and you take it off, and you're there, but you have your undershirt on. You just don't have your. Well, it's in fact it's your coat, it's your jacket. It's not. So you just take yourself out, and you're in your undershirt and your jacket is stuck to the chair behind you.
Okay.
And you would get him out of his clothes at least once in the same. Yes.
DM, I've been looking forward to saying this to you.
Yes.
I would like to remove myself from my trousers.
You do so, and you manage to kind of wiggle your way.
Yeah.
Weirdly, manage to wiggle your way out, and you are now stood in your underwear with a overshirt on, with your clothes stuck to the chair.
Okay. Is the floor icy?
It's a bit cold to the touch, but it doesn't appear to be iced from what you can see. But it is sheet ice, so you can't see it. But as you stand up from the chair, your feet just kind of like jutter, and it's difficult terrain.
Okay. Can I very carefully try to kind of push myself off of the throne and slide towards the plinth in the middle of the room?
Yeah, I'm not even going to get you to roll. That's amazing. just the squeak of you just going across as you do, and you just kind of freeze in position, waiting until you get to the plinth, and you stop yourself from falling. I'm not even going to That was insanely creative. I'm not gonna let you make you roll a dexterity or anything just yet.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
But you get to the plinth, and inside you see that there is an ice block being levitated ever so slightly off, only about a centimeter or two, kind of off this plinth in an iced block, and the orb is dead inside.
Okay. I mean, does it seem like the same sort of formation of ice that was on the chair?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm not going to do that.
But you've just learnt that fire makes it worse.
Yeah, which is what I'm not going to do.
Yeah, good.
I suppose it's as stupid as anything else here. And I'm going to cast a first level chromatic orb and do ice damage to it.
Very good. You chromatic orb, and as you do, it cracks the ice, and the ice shatters, spilling out onto the floor, leaving the floating blue orb inches off the plinth.
I'll shimmy myself round to the other side of the plinth.
Yeah.
Does the door have the recess that
It does.
is the okay?
Yeah.
Not that I knew that, but obviously looking back, do I see a thing? Yes.
Yeah.
And I will sort of Indiana Jones style. I'll just mutter to myself, "This place is incredibly annoying," and I'll grab the orb and push.
Okay.
And turn around and just hold my hand out as I'm sliding
As
towards it.
soon as you grab hold of the orb, your hand begins to freeze, stuck to the orb. You push yourself off. As you're gliding, you hear cracking of ice as you look up, and shards of ice are being formed on the ceiling and cracking off. And as you're sliding, it is a little bit of a distance. So as you slide across, you take 6 points of cold damage, but you're resistant, I believe.
I am.
So that's halved, but you slide across. I need you to make me a dexterity check with disadvantage because of the floor as you try to dodge the shards of ice, but you see how much grip you have on your... to be able to try and move out of the way.
That's cold. Oh, yikes. That was a 3 and a 6. Was it a check or a saving throw?
Saving throw.
Yeah, that's a 3.
Okay. As you slide, just as you are about to hit the door, an ice shard crashes into your back. You get another 9 points of cold damage, halved because you're resistant. But as that crashes, you kind of launch yourself forward. The orb itself marries with the recess, and you feel yourself go through.
Naked.
Well,
shirt, pants, socks.
Yes.
Nice shoes.
I was going to say, your shoes are still immaculate.
My shoes are still immaculate, and I am wearing socks. Suspended socks.
I was going to say, I imagine all those.
Yeah, 100%.
Next up, Ali. As you walk through into the room, you walk into what can only be described as a swamp. The ground beneath your feet is sludgy and like slimy and a bit gross. There is decaying foliage on all walls. There is vines everywhere. It is dimly lit, this room. And on the ground in the center of the room, there is a cage padlocked to the floor with a brown glowing orb floating. And the moment you arrive, heavy rainpour starts hitting the ground, torrential rainpour. And as you stand there, you see that there is nowhere for the water to drain. As the room slowly starts filling with water.
Oh.
There is a doorway behind you made of vines and dark wood with a recess for the orb in.
Okay, I'm making my way to the cage as fast as I can in this sludge.
Mm-hmm.
Can I see anything around it? Like, if I investigate, can I see anything around, like, any way of, like, prying the bars apart, or...
Make an investigation check.
Okay. Investigation. I got fuck all to that. So that's a 17.
17. There is no way of prying the bars. You see that there is a hinge on the back of the cage. It's sort of like an oval cage, like a just kind of a half circle with bars. The bars and the gaps between the bars, you could fit a finger through each gap, but that is it. There's no gap big enough to get your hand through, and it is padlocked to the floor. The room is also 15 feet high.
Okay. I don't know.
The room continues to fill, and at this moment, the water is getting up towards your ankles and your shins, and you see the water rising above near the top of the cage, and the cage itself and the floor becomes submerged.
Right, so she's thinking of all the things that she can do.
Make a perception check for me.
11. No, I've got stuff to that. Perception. I've got 8 to that, so that is 19.
As you're panicking at this moment, wondering what you can do, your eyes, because you kind of put your hand on your head and immediately kind of like raise your head, close your eyes, and as you open them, hanging from the ceiling from the vines, there are around 50 keys.
Fuck. 50.
15 feet.
Oh.
No, 50 keys. Just don't, just 50 keys hanging off vines and twigs along the ceiling that is 15 feet in the air.
Can I reach them if I jump?
Nope. 15 feet, dude.
Of course not. Okay, so have I got my staff?
You have.
Okay, can I, like, try and knock one down?
Sure. You reach up and knock the first one down, and as it falls and into the water around your feet, you pick out, and there is a rather long silver kind of a Yale key.
I try in the lock.
Doesn't even fit. Won't even get into the lock itself. Wrong size completely.
Okay, so I'm specifically looking for one that is like smaller, maybe wooden, like viney. I'm looking for one that kind of like matches the lock in.
Okay, what is the... Well, make me an investigation check first. As the water is now coming up towards your knees and waist, it is just rising.
Perception or investigation?
Investigation, please, because you don't know, you haven't asked what the lock looks like, or even double check to find out.
It's 12.
12. Okay, looking down underneath the water, it's giving you the kind of a browny look.
Okay, so that's sort of what I'm trying to match it to in the keys. Can I see one that matches?
Make me an investigation check, or a perception check, sorry, to see if you can see a key that is similar.
20 for 28.
You see 3 that are similar.
All right, I'm without picking them up, I'm trying to knock all 3 down.
Okay, the water now gets up to your, like, towards your waist and further up towards your chest, and you start floating off the floor as you start knocking these keys. And as you are knocking the last one, the water is now up to neck, and you're kind of spreading water as the keys bloop and start down.
I go under the water. I take a big breath. I go under the water, and I'm trying to grab all 3 keys.
You submerge yourself and start swimming down. Make me a perception check. See if you can now see the keys on the
Okay,
bottom.
that's good. That 22.
22. You see the first 2 keys are quite near each other, and you dive down and you grab them. The other key itself, however, where you knocked it off, is on the other side of the room, opposite from where you are. And the water is still rising.
Panicking, I just tried these 2 keys in the lock. The right one in my right hand first.
Okay, panicking. You start swimming across, still holding your breath. As you try the first one, air starts escaping from you. The key does not work. You start struggling for breath. What do?
Left hand straight away.
You stay under the water and try the next key?
Yes.
Okay, as you start taking on water, you need to make me a constitution saving throw, please.
Saving throw.
Yes,
okay.
please.
Okay, not bad. 19?
19, okay. You take 9 points of damage, halved. There's no such thing as drowning damage, but that's essentially what is happening. As you start taking on... You try the second key, unfortunately does not open the lock.
I kick my foot to the bottom and go straight up to take a breath of air.
As you're doing it, your vision is starting to go blurry as you're losing consciousness, but you reach the top of the water. The water itself is no more than a foot off the top of the ceiling.
Okay.
As you hit the top, as you go...
As quick as I am, I'm going to take the biggest breath I can, and then I'm pushing off the ceiling to try, and I'm aiming towards where I saw the other key drop.
Hey, you down under the water as you start swimming furiously down. Make me another perception check or history check to try and remember where you saw it, or at least see it now.
Perception or...
History.
History. Perception's better. That is 17 plus 8.
Yeah, you spot it and you make a beeline for it, swimming under the water. Now you're swimming 15 feet down as you grasp up that key in your hand and start
I'm
swimming
probably
towards...
using the sort of the swampy, sort of uneven terrain to try and propel myself forward towards the cage, and I'm unlocking.
Okay. You unlock the cage, and the cage itself, with a burst of bubbles underneath it, opens, and the orb inside swirling around.
I grab it, and with the same sort of propulsion, like trying to so almost crawling along the floor.
Yeah.
So she's using that to propel herself faster through the water and trying to make herself to the door.
As you grab hold and start trying to swim, current starts to form from the door towards you. I need you to make me a strength check and a constitution saving throw, please.
Strength check?
Athletics, yeah. Athletics to see how strong and how strong.
-1 in this.
You got this.
There you go.
And
the
a
constitution
saving throw, yes, please.
Really
as your breath just kind of goes.
That's a 10.
10. Okay, unfortunately, you don't make the save. You shit dice. Take another 2 points of drowning damage. Yes. But you manage to just about get to the door and grab hold and force the orb in as you get pulled into the orb's space.
Go.
And that's where we're going to take a break before we come to you, Ash. I realise that you've been sat bated breath, but
okay.
You're gonna love this. And again, I didn't plan this, but it's amazingly ironic. It's amazing.
Oh, no.
It would have been so much less stressful if Ash was the one in the room filling with water as the only party member that doesn't need to breathe.
Exactly. None of this was planned. Legitimately, what you rolled is the rooms that I've given you, and this is so good. Cool. Right, let's go for a quick break. Guys and girls at home, and people at home, we are going to go for a quick break. We're going to be back in 15 minutes, so 5 past the hour. So we'll see you very soon to find out what more magical things I have planned.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. See you in a minute. Bye. everybody, and welcome back. Thank you so much for sticking with us through that break. As we press on to the next player, I'm just going to turn the music back to what it was, because I know that this is where it goes dun 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 dun. There we go. Ash!
Yeah.
As you get pulled through the door, your vision blurs and goes dark until it goes bright white.
Okay.
And you are blinded.
Ah.
By the amount of light in this room. Legitimately.
I'm out.
That's fantastic.
You couldn't write it. When you rolled it, I would look. You rolled it, and I was like, two. Oh, hey. He's
I didn't even roll it. It was by default.
Yeah.
But
one big eye struggling to close.
one thing that you do notice, other than the complete lack of perception through sight, is how hot it is in this room. It is really warm. Almost the polar opposite to the room that Clovis was in. Really warm.
Okay.
You are stood in the room.
Yep. And as like the longer I kind of just stay and try and keep on blinking, nothing comes into focus.
No, nothing at all.
I am going to
Send me lots of hateful messages after this session about how bad I am at it.
I'm going to take apathy and I'm going to use it to try and figure out if there's anything around.
Okay.
Everybody shut up!
This is amazing.
It's
but
funny.
After some time stumbling around, you figure out that you're in a square room.
Square room.
There is a door. That's it. There is a doorway because you feel the
Cool.
of the door. And that's on one end of the room. And as you're waving your stick around, you get right to the other end of the room. And you've hit a solid object with apathy.
So, a questionable object. Okay. Okay.
This goes, ow!
Having...
Imagine that if you were all just in the same room.
No one say anything.
Marco! I am going to... kind of feeling like going from where the door was to where the other object is, I'm going to take out my hand and I'm going to try and feel for what shape it is, what it is.
Okay, it is a...
button or anything?
No, so it is a kind of a solid plinth is what you feel with your hands. So it's the same as everybody else has experienced in their rooms apart from Hallie, but it is a plinth and it feels hot to the touch, almost metallic. You can't keep your hands on it for long. It's like...
No.
And it's hot. And you notice that as you are stood next to it, this is where the heat is at its highest, and you feel the sweat and everything dripping from you. And the heat source is right in front of you.
So the heat source is in front of me. The light source itself, is that everywhere? So I'm just thinking, like, if I were to cover this, would I be able to see more?
You can certainly try.
I will take off my cloak, and I'm going to put my cloak on to the like plinth area where all the heat is coming from, just to see if I can dull it so I can actually see the room.
It won't dull it enough. You can. It dulls it ever so slightly. So it's kind of when you squint and look at the sun, like very, very like faint shapes, very faint though.
Don't do that as well.
Yeah, don't do that. Yeah, if people are watching at home, don't do that. That's very bad for you if you do that.
I feel like that shouldn't be a PSA we need to put out.
Well,
so kind of, I almost just said fondling this plinth, but I've said it now. Been said. Is there anything distinctive about it? Is there any carvings? Is there anything on it?
You can't feel anything on it because you can't keep your hand on it for long enough to kind of do that without hurting yourself. But you do, as you throw the thing over, you're gonna reach above it. If you do, you're gonna feel that there is something there, but it's red hot to the touch.
Okay. I will. No, I don't want to use a spell slot for anything like this.
Yeah, just so that we're all aware, if you do level up, you only get the spell slots that you gain through level up, not the ones that you've already used.
Yeah.
Just so that you don't get all your spell slots and stuff back.
No.
You just gain the ones that you would get at level up.
I'm just gonna take a moment to kind of taking my hands off of it. I'm gonna look down at feel down to where my braces are and kind of trace the symbol of the Stormlord. I'm just gonna quickly harness divine power.
Okay.
And then I am going to... I mean, instinct is to go for something to put out. Is it an open flame, or is it just something burning hot?
Burning hot. You haven't touched it yet. It just is emitting a lot of heat.
I don't like this. I don't have things. What's in my bag? Hang on.
That's what I was thinking. I was just like, what do I have? What do I have?
She has the bag.
There's got to be a way of brute forcing this.
Oh, that requires... Never mind, I can't use that. I will... I will take out my water skin.
Okay.
And I'm going to attempt to put out the flame.
You pour the water onto it,
on it, yeah.
and you hear and you feel the heat kind of get a little hotter as if anybody has been around fire and they throw water on it, there is an eruption of the heat as it disperses towards you. You feel that, and it does dim it down, so the heat does dispel it ever so slightly, but you have to pour all your water onto it for that. But it's a little cooler now. How long this will last, you do not know.
Not as cool as Joe, though.
I'm gonna go back to the door.
Okay.
Check for a lock. Check for
so you feel
around.
Yeah, you feel the recess in the middle. Same shape.
Middle.
Yeah.
No other lock. It
Nope.
just looks good. Inset recess.
Just the recess.
And does the recess match the
size
of the? Yeah. I've just not wanted to mess
Yeah. Same recess, same thing. But you've walked away from the orb now to the other side of the room. Okay.
I back. Well, I shimmy my way back over to the plinth.
Yep.
And I am going to. I'm going to cast levitate on the orb.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm going to take my cloak and I'm going to use it to bring it over to where the door is.
Fortunately, the levitate spell and any spells cast on the orbs have no effect.
Fuck.
Unfortunately.
Well, that's wasted. Fun. That was being real smart.
It was very smart, but that was very, very clever. But unfortunately, magic and spells have no effect on the orb.
Okay.
This is quite possibly the hardest, but most straightforward one out of all of them.
I mean...
I would have... Cool. It's probably better for me, actually, this one.
Good to know.
I'm going to... cast guidance on myself. Pick up the orb and hobble sprint over. I'm going to take the pain.
20 feet per second.
Yeah.
Your eyesight
40.
does not come back. You grab it, and this thing is red hot. Immediately starts burning your hands. With every few steps, you're going to incur damage, but you are still blind. Trying to find the recess with the orb. This is just all about brute force and pain. So, I'd like you to make me...
Yeah, it's my room.
I'd like you to make me a Constitution saving throw. Well, I'd like you to make me 3 Constitution saving throws, please.
Con's not at disadvantage, so 19.
Is that a straight roll? So typically, would you have advantage on it?
No.
So it is with disadvantage because of your deformity.
No, you said it was strength and dex.
Oh, no, saving throws. All saving throws.
How does that make sense?
So it's ability checks, saving throws, and any
I thought
attack.
You said
the attack rolls with strength or dex. I'll send you the
you
thing.
are joking me.
You've got guidance.
How does this affect my intelligence? Okay.
What do you mean?
Isn't your head all messed up?
I'm still me, unless I'm meant to be role-playing this completely differently.
Hold on. So I'm going to read the sentence.
Checking.
So, while deformed, the creature has its speed halved and has a disadvantage on ability checks, saving throws, and attacks based on strength and dex. So you're absolutely right. It's the way it's written. So I thought there was a stop. I thought it was the attacks base was somewhat separately, and it was just all saving throws and ability checks.
Yeah,
so,
that would have been a rough gig for one saving throw.
Yeah. So, what was the first one?
19.
19. So this is halved. So you take 10 halved to 5. Second one, please.
It was only a 7.
Okay.
Guidance, haven't you?
Fuck. It was only that first one, which doesn't matter. It was.
Well, you can use it at any point within a minute. It's up to you what you want to use it on.
Also,
we go again!
Ability checks. It's not on saving throws.
It's not a saving throws. That's blessed.
Yeah. So that's 8 points. So that's 5 plus 8, and then the last one, please.
Hang on, do it bit by bit. That's okay. That's 22.
Okay, which is good because that was only 1 point. Well, it was 2 minus half to 1.
Halved.
So 5, 8, well, 5 in that, 14 total of fire damage as you race across the room with the orb in hand, slam it into the recess, and are pulled through the orb itself.
Okay. Oh, I left my cloak. Oh well.
Clovis left his pants.
yeah. You'll feel a lot better about that. You'll feel a lot better about that in a minute.
As
Don't
you
worry.
all here. In this room.
Is
We barely
Killian
got
with
anywhere.
us?
Oh yeah.
Gillian is not.
But Banff
Is everyone alright?
Amphiz and Zayla is, but Killian is
Oh,
not.
God for
Right,
that. Okay. I don't have to kill everyone. That's fine. Ooh.
Everybody good?
As I'm like sputtering up water.
Yeah, so
Clovis is standing there in a shirt, a pair of shoes, some some suspender socks, and a thong.
and
The
all of
fuck
you.
are you?
I imagine it's fishnets and a thong.
Clovis, in your hand you have a glowing blue orb. Ali, glowing brown. Jove, glowing white. Ash, a glowing red. And Michael, a glowing yellow orb, as the 5 of you stand with these orbs in your hand.
Is Asher still burning her?
Nope.
Oh, fuck.
Right, that's...
But you were all, as if, and again, you were all stood. Michael, you have one hand on Clovis, but on his shirt now, but with an orb in your hand. You all, as if you have walked through the door,
I'm with
and
Ash.
this has all happened in another space and time. And you, as you come back, you're just stood, but all your clothes are, like, Ash is lacking her cloak, Clovis is lacking
his clothes.
most of his clothing. You see that Clovis has also got a little bit of frostbite on his fingers where he was holding the orb. Same with Ash, has some burn marks around and scorch marks around her fingers. As you all stand again in this one space.
Clovis, please explain why you are naked. Or almost naked.
Yes, it was all a bit of an ordeal, but
So we
These
all
things
went
happen.
to weird rooms then, I'm guessing.
Seems
And-
like.
we all got one of these.
Yeah.
Is this room light enough to see?
Sorry.
Room light enough to see.
Yes. There is, as you all take in your surroundings, there are mushrooms and flowers and things in the walls that are kind of giving off this luminescent glow.
Is the door that we came through still open?
Yeah.
Don't go back through that. You would have to go through that ordeal again. And we do see the 2 exits that we can see on the map.
You do. You see an exit north and one south. The one south from where you're stood, I'll just reveal this a little for you, leads to a doorway.
Oh god, I hate doors now.
And the one to the north, because you'll probably be able to see that, also
A doorway?
leads to a doorway.
Oh.
Oh, Christ.
Do they look like...
dungeon crawls? I love them.
Do
Just
they
out of
look
curiosity,
like
I
the
can
same type of doors?
Sorry, one at a time. Who's asked
Sorry,
first?
go on. Go on, Jove.
No, it's just I can see the name of the party member that hasn't returned. Am I supposed to be seeing that?
Nope.
It's because we can all control him. It's why we can see where he is on the map.
Right. Okay. So that's fine then. Never mind. That was just what I was thinking. Then you go.
The door that I've kind of like gone 10 feet up this way. Does this door look in any way the same as the door we just came through?
Nope.
Okay, what does it look like? I will investigate.
Which one? The one north? The one that you're heading towards? It just looks like a large brown double doors with iron door handles on, completely closed.
Can I perceive any sounds or like vibration from movement, or can I sense anything beyond the door?
Make me a check that revolves around perceiving.
Ooh, I wonder which one that is.
A perceivement check.
That is a dirty 20.
You don't hear anything from beyond the door.
I meant way back to the group. I can't hear anything coming from that door. Jove, do you want to check the other door? Or do you want me to check the other door?
No, I'll go. As he walks past you all with his orb in hand, he looks kind of proud of himself. Like, I mean, I solved all that pretty easy. It wasn't that hard, just mirrors and shit. Looking at this door, do I see general door stuff, handles, hinges, locks, that kind of minutia?
Nope, you do not.
Nope.
You don't see anything. In fact, on this one, there is a gargoyle's head.
Oh no.
On the door.
Labyrinth style.
There is no door handle or anything like that.
Yeah, but what does he look like?
What's it look like? What's the head look like?
A gargoyle?
Is he funny? Is he cute looking?
No,
it really depends on.
It's a ferocious fey looking. It's a ferocious fey looking gargoyle
cool.
head.
Okay. A little bit like Han.
But it looks. The head itself is just set into the door.
Ash, sorry.
Wow.
I apologise.
Wow.
I mean,
my bad. Apologies.
Call out for
personal attacks now. Let's go. Gloves are off.
Wow.
So
Sorry.
There you go. No, you go.
Did anyone come through with Killian?
Oh.
No, he went out before us.
He went in first.
He went through first.
He did.
He may have already come out of his room and gone through one of these doors, or he was transported elsewhere.
No, he's fed up enough of us going off on our own. He wouldn't just keep going.
I mean, or else he didn't make it out of his room and he's dead.
I mean, he's a smart guy. He should have been able to solve that, right?
I don't know.
What do you mean solve?
Well, like it was. I had to look in a mirror and then touch a thing that wasn't there to get a ball to put it in the door. That's why I have this fucking thing.
I had to find the right key. There was lots of keys. I had to find the right key before the room filled up with water.
I had to remove my trousers and go ice skating.
I kind of wish I had your room, to be fair, though I probably would be absolutely nude then. I would retract my statement.
Wasn't as fun as it sounds, actually, surprisingly. It was very cold.
I had to reach into flame, but I couldn't see, so yay.
Okay.
We all had the wrong rooms.
Well, maybe we got the exact right rooms.
Can I, investigate my orb.
Sure. Make an investigation check. What are you looking for?
I'm kind of looking for to see, like, I know it's obviously magic. I'm kind of trying to discern if it has any sort of magical abilities or properties.
You wouldn't be able to do that with an investigation check. You'd have to roll me an Arcana check if you're trying to do that.
That is what I'm trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, can I look around this kind of room we're in, and these flowers on the map?
Mm-hmm.
Are they
crystals?
Are they crystals? Are they flowers?
They're flowers.
What are they?
They're not crystals. They are flowers.
Are they daffodils?
Nope.
It's just the daffodils now.
I got 18.
Can we pee on them?
18. They do give you the sense of magic, but you can't tell as to what that is, or...
Okay. Ash, do you want to put this in your bag?
I think we should hold on to them for now.
Okay, I mean, that's fine. I say we stay away from the gargoyle and we go through the normal looking door. Just because I don't particularly like gargoyles.
Purvis.
I think that's sort of the point.
Do you think Banff can pick up on Killian's scent?
Oh, good shout.
Well, Del, any trace of him?
He kind of looks a
Banff
little
will
bit...
have a little sniff.
Yeah, make a perception check with the sense of smell.
There's a lot of flowers about, I mean...
That'd be a very high roll to even pick anything up, really.
It's not bad, because she does get advantage on smell-based perception checks.
Oh!
That's a 13 plus something. 13 plus perception 6, so 19.
19! Which was enough. She does pick up a scent, and she's looking to the door that you all just came through.
Well, I just looked through there, right? And did I not see anyone?
No, no, you didn't. But she's looking and pointing that way, and kind of like looking down towards you.
Okay, and it's kind of open still, yeah.
Yeah, it is open.
Can I try to peer through to see if I can? Can I still see the corridor?
Yeah. Nothing seems to have changed on the other side. I know you can't see him. She's pointing and like indicating there is a smell of Killian that way.
I feel like he's got stuck.
Also, we came through that way, so of course the smell would be there.
Can I send a message to Killian, just in that direction?
Sure.
And say, is everything okay? Have you made it through? We're waiting.
Do not get a response, unfortunately.
Okay.
But you know that the spell landed. Because you do get that sense when you cast that message if it has landed or not, right? Get a general thing, or it's not just about, do you wait for a response? You kind of know that it's not. So what I'm saying is,
where
before the connection was made.
Yeah.
Connection was made, but no response was received.
Yeah. So before, when you tried to like send messages through the door space, there was the barrier stopping that from happening, and you kind of knew that was what was happening. Now the message has got through the door. There's nothing to have stopped your message going through.
Either he's still in whatever subplanar space he was trapped in like the rest of us, or he's back that way, because he's here somewhere, but he's not responding.
I would say that if he does make it out of his room, for lack of a better term, he would pop up here. So we shouldn't go too far from here.
Well, we all succeeded. Who's to say if you fail, you don't pop up somewhere else?
I mean, I have no idea. I'm winging this.
There's clearly no way of controlling where we go. I mean, there were two pairs of us that went in together and ended up in completely different spaces, so I don't recommend us just going back through.
No. I think...
What if I walked one of you to the other side? It seemed to work for Banff.
But then if you come back through, it might be a one-way thing, so if you go through, that's fine, but if you try and come back, then you're in another room again, and who knows to know if you make it out.
My magic seems to work across this barrier, at least in this direction. So I could send you there, and most likely if I could see you, I could pull you back. It's only the other way that magic wasn't unable to enter.
Well, maybe we stick together for this one. I don't know, I have an odd feeling that we probably even haven't grazed the surface of what this...
I think maybe Banff should wait here and see if he does come back through here, and then he can bring him to us. And we carry on for a little bit.
I don't feel great about leaving him behind. If that would be the case.
Neither do I.
And we most likely will end up needing him. Banff is fairly certain he is over that way, and my spell seems to confirm that.
He picks a scent up that way. It doesn't mean he is over that way. It just means that he was at least at some point over that way.
But my magic was able to connect with him in that direction. It's a directional thing.
Okay, if you think that going through that door is the best option.
I mean, we can spend a little bit of time exploring the local area, but if it appears we're going in to the heart of things.
Yeah, I would say don't go too far without doing that. I would agree with that.
Let's get about it.
As I've been looking at these flowers, are the colours as they are on the map? There doesn't happen to be a brown flower, a red flower, a white flower.
No, nothing like that. They're just a kaleidoscopic arrangement of all different coloured flowers, all luminous. You have experienced flowers like this in the Feywild already, so they're nothing out of the ordinary.
Okay.
Hold on. On the back of the door we came through, is there any recesses?
No.
Okay.
Okay, what are we doing?
Good thinking.
Flip a coin for which door we try to explore first, or are we just walking
I
out
would
the same
always-
way we try to come in?
I would always advocate the natural door, which is the one up here, rather than the stone door.
Leaning towards the gargoyle, I'll be honest, but...
Right, that's a vote for each. Anybody else?
I think it can't hurt to just tick off the slightly less sinister option first.
So you're going nature with me? Okay. Jove, wood or stone?
While you've been
I'm
talking,
right in thinking that this is a stone door with the gargoyle, right? Or is it a metal door with the gargoyle?
It's a stone door with a gargoyle's head.
Yeah.
As they were talking, Jove's been kind of staring at this gargoyle and trying to sort of make stuff out because he knows now that this place is fucking.
Are you getting within 5 feet of the door?
I mean, I'm where I'm stood, so I'm there.
Okay. As you kind of step towards within 5 feet, the eyes of the gargoyle flash and illuminate.
He sort of stops as it does that and looks back ever so slightly like...
Can we see it?
Nope. Joe's just going to turn around and walk 10 feet back this way and go, the eyes glow when you get too close to it. Or is it still glowing? He's going to turn around and look. Is this still glowing?
Nope.
Cool.
What color was it?
Alright.
Perhaps try showing it one of these.
Yeah, what colour was it?
Ooh, good call.
Sure.
Oh yeah, were the eyes the same colour as your stone, or were they just...
Sort of going back with that thought in mind, when I'm within 5 feet of the gargoyle, what colour are the eyes when they go bing?
They are white.
None of our orbs are white, right?
Jove's is.
Jove's is.
Mine is.
Oh!
He's just going to sort of hold it out and like offer it in like sort of like a, you want this?
Alright.
See if anything happens.
Nothing happens. Are you going back within 5 feet of it?
Yes.
Hey. 1 second. I just need to get to this part of my notes. Oh my god, that's not the one I wanted.
And we're splitting the party.
So nervous.
Mm-hmm.
Genuine bated breath. Come on, like, dude.
Okay. I'm getting there. Okay, as you step forward, Jove, with only you within 5 feet,
Yep.
you hear in your head, in realms enchanted where magic thrives, a place of wonder where fey creatures arrive, where mossy paths wind through emerald glades, a riddle I pose in these shimmering shades.
Oh god.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Is that the riddle, or is it?
Nope. Where fairies dance on moonlit beams, and time's elusive, or so it seems. In realms untamed where secrets hide, tell me, dear wanderer, what am I?
What?
Right, fairies dance, moonlit beams.
That was in my head, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're not going through this.
Where fairies dance on moonlit beams, and time's elusive, or so it seems. In realms untamed, where secrets hide, tell me, dear traveller, what am I?
If I start walking backwards, does anything happen to me?
No,
Like just he just takes starts taking a couple of steps back and sees what happens.
nothing happens. The eyes just fade.
You're
Okay.
loving this, aren't you, Dan?
Puzzles and riddles! It's the other side of D&D that we never
Yeah.
do, guys!
I'm loving it.
Right.
Literally turning on the spot, and I'm gonna turn my token just because I want the effect. Literally on his heel, he just and walks straight back to like you guys. Is all right. That thing's asking me stuff, and I don't know. It's like a riddle or something. Something about fields and secrets and shit.
Because Jove is not going to say that, because he wants you to pass this successfully, he will retort the full riddle verbatim.
Okay. Yeah, right, because I remembered all of that.
Where fairies dance on moonlit beams, and time's elusive, or so it seems. In realms untamed, where secrets hide, tell me, dear wanderer, what am I?
Mystery.
I mean, the Feywild.
I was thinking.
I mean,
It seems a little obvious, but
it seems more like it wants us to be more specific. But there's a few things that I'm trying to piece together, but then they don't fit certain other things. It's the time bit that's confusing me. Time is elusive.
I think that's why I was thinking the Feywild. Time is weird here. Fairies and moonbeams. That kind of. Maybe you'll say something different to me if I approach.
That's what I was wondering, whether we'll have different.
More pieces
So
of the puzzle.
this means that
Maybe.
we are choosing the gargoyle door then,
Apparently.
seeing as we are.
It seems that
Apparently-
way.
As you step towards it, Hallie, it repeats the same riddle to you.
Or is it? Oh, the eyes are different color.
Nope.
Oh.
Nature door?
Go home.
Give us time to ruminate on it.
Yeah. I think that I step back. I think that maybe we can ponder on this door. This one seems a whole heap more simple. It
My
just
main
seems like a
worry is-
door.
My main worry is not knowing what will happen if we get it wrong.
Yeah, so I think we go this way while we think about the correct answer.
I am loving this. This is so good.
We are never leaving this dungeon because we're not going to do anything.
Let's be decisive.
Jove, do you wish to open this door? I know that apparently you like pain, so
Why does everyone keep saying that?
The pale one said you like to hurt yourself to use your magic. So he literally said you like pain. So
I don't like pain. I just accept it.
I mean, I can go through. I just thought that you'd like to go first.
No, it's fine. Get the pain guy. Whatever.
Hey, what are we doing?
I'm following.
So this door is just door. Yeah.
It is just a door.
Then
Never just a door.
both hands on one handle, both on the other. Just shake. Oh.
You open the door, and it opens inwards, revealing what appears to be
The kitchen.
it's done the thing where I click
The answer
reveal.
to all our puzzles.
All right.
What appears to be a room with bookshelves and everything that line all the walls, with a table with 5 different chairs. But the room looks like it's been turned over. There's books and papers and everything strewn all over the floor. Bookshelves that have been tipped over on end. The chairs, I mean, I didn't make this map, so the colours don't exactly match, but the colours of the chairs match the colours of the orbs that you have in your hand.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Nobody touch anything.
As Jeff walks in, he just goes, "Oh, it gets worse. Books."
I thought you liked books now.
I like 1 or 2. I don't like shelves of them.
I mean, there's not really any books on the shelves anymore.
But they are
Sure,
scattered, and there's books on all sorts of things. Fey creatures, fey magic, otherworldly magic, hell magic, aberrations, fiends. There's books on everything, just strewn out. But looking at it, most of the books have had pages ripped out. Most of them are like torn apart. There's pages and books everywhere in this room. Like, it looks like it has just been turned over.
Purvis, you know the thing that you can do with your staff to sense magic?
Yes.
Is that something that's possible to do here?
Yes. No.
I think you can say, I'm not doing it.
Nothing actually comes out as magical in here. There's no books that are magic or scrolls that are magical or anything like that.
Okay.
The orbs in your hand
Yeah.
do, however, show up magic.
Mm.
Does anyone else notice the chairs are the same colors as our orbs? That can't be a coincidence, right?
That.
So instead of purple, it's yellow. Instead of green, it's white. The rest of the colours are matched and they're fine. So red, blue. Red, blue, brown, yellow, and white.
Should we sit?
I don't know if doing the obvious is the right thing or the wrong thing.
I mean, up until now, fairly, at least my puzzle, the obvious was the right answer.
I love this group when I throw like little puzzles and like little bit. You're like, don't trust that chair. That chair's got bad juju.
I think if this is some kind of old forgotten library of some scholar or something like that, sounds like something they might do. Have someone pass a test to get in and sit in their special chairs in order to make something happen.
Wonder if there's only 5 chairs, maybe there's only 5 orbs, so there's only 5 rooms, which means where did Killian end up? Was he even able to go through because there's too many? I don't know, but he did disappear.
And where did Banff go? Can you talk to Banff? I mean, did he go to his own room?
Banff,
because he didn't go with any of us.
She goes.
Oh, I apologize.
She can teleport herself. She's a blink dog.
So she may have just appeared where we reappeared. She may not have gone through her own room.
Certainly would seem that way. She does it often when she gets nervous about things.
However,
What about
Zayla,
though?
yeah, Zayla doesn't blink. And she didn't enter the room.
Is she not with us anymore either?
No, she is.
When we reappeared, she was there. Same with Banff. Or maybe it doesn't work on animals. I kind of say that with like a. She's not really an animal.
No.
And to answer your question,
not.
sorry.
She
What
talks.
happened to you?
Yeah, I've told you that before. I think.
I don't think you did.
Oh,
Nothing.
I thought everyone knew dragons talked. I don't know.
We all stepped through the door and
You didn't go anywhere. Why am I
No.
saying this so I can speak in Draconic?
you didn't. None of you did. You
So
walked
we
through the
just
door
stood
and
there.
you were just there. Within a split second, but you changed. All holding orbs and some with less clothing than others.
All right. I'll
I don't know.
recite that to everybody else.
So maybe it doesn't work on. Maybe it only works on humanoids. I kind of tactfully changed rather than calling her an animal. Maybe it only works on humanoids then.
Yes, perhaps, but it doesn't. It only reinforces our theory that Killian was unable to complete his task.
I say we sit in our respective chairs just to test this theory.
My bones are grinding against each other, so I would love a sit down.
I mean, your voice sounds a lot better. You seem to be talking better than you did before. So
I cracked my jaw back into place.
I'll make my way. I make
You
my way
all-
to the.
Without moving your tokens, you all sit in your respective chairs. Nothing happens. You just are sat in very nice chairs.
Well,
And-
this is nice.
Until... No, nothing happens. You all just sit in chairs. They're just very nice chairs around a
Is
table.
there anything on the table?
Yeah, like in front of our...
No, nothing.
Okay. Well,
Oh, that was a nice rest.
Parchment.
I also I thought of a possible answer for the riddle.
What are you thinking?
Okay.
Well, I mean, the obvious answer seems to be Feywild, but if Feywild's anything, it's chaos.
Hmm.
So what was the riddle again?
This bit of this thing.
What was the riddle again?
Where fairies dance on moonlit beams, and time's elusive, or so it seems, in realms untamed where secrets hide, tell me, dear wanderer, what am I?
See, I don't think chaos fits that.
And I don't think it's.
It says
Feywild.
realms with a Z with an S.
Yeah.
Obviously,
But-
Feywild being our realm.
But you talked about... Did
There
you...
are realms. Yeah, I did.
Perhaps
That's
it's
what I felt?
imagination, or the mind, where secrets hide and time is elusive. I don't bloody know. Sleep, dreams.
It could be dreams. Actually, I
Dreams.
was just thinking that too.
Dreams.
So
God, I'm good at this.
But
I
does
love riddles.
fairies dance? So fairies dance on moonlit beams. That is.
Could quite easily be in a dream.
There may be something in these texts to do with puzzles, riddles. We could take a couple of minutes to shifty through them.
I doubt that the answer would be in a book.
Dan's grin is pissing me off.
Right? Like, actually,
There's
I don't
And
think
also
it can
there's
hurt.
I can't stop
there's
though.
quite a lot of books.
There is a
Well, this-
lot of books, and I still stand by what I said when we entered the room. I don't think we should touch anything.
There's also the fact that what do we do if we find the answer? Do we say it? Do we do something?
Well, I think it depends on the answer. If the answer is a type of magic, then we might need to produce that type of magic. If it is something as just innocuous as the Feywilds, I would say you would just have to say that. And I think it does depend on the answer. Using my bumping wisdom, I would say there's 5 of us. I think it wouldn't take just a 5-minute shifty to see if we can find a book on riddles or a hollow, which might, you never know. Someone might have mapped this place out and written on it. You don't know. So I think if we all look for 5 minutes, I think this can't hurt.
I mean, they all seem to be at a first glance magical texts and history texts and things like that. I can't imagine they would have written the answer to the riddle amongst the books. I'm just scared of touching anything.
You said they weren't magic, though. They said that the books themselves weren't magic.
True.
Well, they can still be trapped, right?
I mean, unless you know another way out. I mean, there was the exit with the mushrooms. I mean, if we go back through the door and we go down the corridor with the mushrooms, that's, I mean, the only other route past other than this goblin door.
Okay, well, we'll read some bloody books then.
Okay, so I'm going to take 5 minutes to... I'm looking for something with riddles written on it, or the Darkwood Hollow written on it.
The answer to your riddle is here in big writing, like within the 5 minutes of scanning through 450 books.
There's 5 of us. We can do a quick shifty.
I mean,
I'm not going to let any of you roll. I'm going to just tell you there is no books on riddles in here. There may be a book that has riddles in it, but nothing on how to solve riddles, or the answer to the gargoyle door is this. Like,
I think dreams is a good one, but there's also some holes.
I think Feywild should be our first. Dreams being our second, though I do not know. It may just not react if we get a wrong answer. It may vaporize us on the spot if we get the wrong answer. I don't know. So I would suggest going with the Feywild first. But
Chloe's kind of just gestures like, be my guest kind of thing.
Okay, I am happy to step up first, because this, I suppose, is my idea. And a bit tentatively, she does approach the door.
Hey.
Good evening. Good, I don't trust
You
this room.
approach the door. It repeats the riddle.
Yep. Looking back to the rest of them, then looking back to the door. Wincing slightly. The Feywild?
The eyes glow from white to red. Steam comes out of the gargoyle's nose
Back.
as the door lifts.
Nicely done.
And I kind of like shake off myself.
Honestly, I think the Feywilds was the first answer you gave, and then you danced around imagination, dreams, chaos. So I was like, guys, you got it. You really did well. You got it. Ace, as the door opens, it opens into another room.
With another fucking riddle.
Another one.
Can everyone on stream see the map? Then?
Yeah, they
Out
can.
of interest.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Because I don't have the stream open, so.
Ooh.
It opens into another room, and the room itself, it has like marbled floor. You look over to the right hand side, and you see there are 4 small chairs with like little pillows on in different colors than the chairs that you saw earlier, but like little stools with little cushions on. There's like a there's a chaise-longue just side of in the hallway. That's what that is, Clovis, just there.
I saw it at the moment.
Are there items on these pillows like the map depicts?
No, there is not.
No, okay.
And as you kind of go a little bit further into the room, you see that there is a table that's set out, a dining table, not a dining table, a dining table with 5 chairs. The chairs are also in the same colours as your orbs. It's not depicted so on the map, but that is the case. And it's set out with different plates, but most of the food looks half-eaten and kind of looks like it's rotting a little bit, as if it had been there for some time.
Okay, I don't suggest we sit in these coloured chairs. I don't think that's going to do anything.
And at the end of the room, towards the bottom, there is a rail that goes across the top with curtains that hang down to the floor. So floor to ceiling kind of drawers.
Do I
Curtains
hear
or whatever you call
anything
them.
from the beyond the veil.
Make a perception check.
Dirty 20.
No, you do not. Not from where you are.
Can I go in with my stick, kind of like open it? So I'm not sticking my head in, I'm like just open it slightly and seeing what I can perceive.
Sure. As you push the stick through, you see another room with a giant kind of bulb in there, I suppose that's what that is. It's a flower. It's supposed to be a huge flower, but unfortunately it looks sort of wilted and dead, and like the glow that's coming off it is so low and dim that it looks like it's losing life.
Close it again and say back to them what I see. There's a dying plant on a massive dying plant in a big ass room down this way, though I can't hear anything.
Well, do we think now might be a good time to go back and check if we can find Killian?
He may be down here.
I think he is.
I mean, we've been able to get through here so far. I mean, he didn't look simple to me. I mean, he could have easily have got the riddle just as easy as we did, thinking that we were already ahead. And
he doesn't seem like the type of person to strive on alone. And when we came through the door, not a moment passed. We were transported to some other time dimensional space.
There was no... I mean, I'm sure some of us took longer than others.
But we went through not half a second after he did, and he wasn't there.
I mean, we can make two parties if you want half of us to go this way and half of us to go back.
I can only send one person through and bring Killian and that person back. So someone will have to go back, check if he's there, and bring him to us, and then I can teleport both of you through.
You may as well send me.
Why?
Sure.
Because it's basically a scouting mission, and I can't really do much else right now. I'm expendable right now.
Well, I think someone, not to be rude, but in a more capable state, should be going off on their own.
I'm just saying that I am more expendable right now, so it might be worth...
No, none of us are expendable. Though I do think
go.
someone that can take... Yeah.
Fine.
I can't go, otherwise I would, and I give you my word on that. But I need to be the one that sends you through.
How is Jove looking health-wise? Is he alright?
Oh, I'm always good.
Okay, cool.
He would say that even if he was on 4 hit points. Like...
Yeah.
You still have the stone.
Oh, yeah, I do. Does anyone want this? I don't think it works, because I tried to call you guys. And...
if you're going through, you're keeping the stone. For sure.
Keep it just in case.
Yeah, alright.
Okay, try to make it quick.
So I'm just going through the door we came through, right?
Well, let me send you through. So I'll go
walk through.
Okay, so Jove, you just walk through.
No, I'm not. No.
Oh.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
I could just walk through.
I'm not sure.
Because then you might go into that space again.
Take the dog with you.
I mean, he's gonna. Oh, I got Sail. I don't need the dog.
Banff genuinely looks fucking hurt by that statement and just kind of like turns her nose up at you and like rocks back to where Clovis is. Like,
I'll give her a little scratch on the neck. Don't worry, we need you here.
Question, Clovis.
Yes.
When you use your magic to bring him back, if Killian is on the other side and Jove has sail around his neck, will you be able to bring all 3 of them back?
I'll be able to bring Killian and Jove, and if Zayla isn't able to make it back, I'll be able to bring her as well, but she should be able to come through of her own accord. Like Ali said, it seems that it only affects humanoids.
Yeah, but we don't know.
Well, just didn't happen last time.
Stay with these guys. They're just gonna have Zayla just sort of jump onto Clovis's shoulders, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So
do take Banff. She'll be able to catch his scent and find him, or at least help.
I mean, we're not even sure anything's going to happen. It could just be a door now. But why not?
Yeah, so we'll wander up there.
Yeah, hand on the door.
Legitimately, as you're doing that, Banff just walks through the door. Like the open doorway, just walks through it.
Oh.
Jove is just there with the handle. It's like he just opens it a few times like that. It's like, no, it's a door now.
Well, let us know if it's the same from the other side.
He takes one step through the doorway, turns around and goes, yep.
And it is?
Yeah, it's fine. It's just a doorway, yeah. You were all like, please do something, Dan. Do something, Dan.
That will save me some spell slots. No problem.
Yeah,
Okay,
but can he walk back through it? I mean, I'm not there. Sorry.
We should probably still do that just as a precaution, but remember, before we couldn't even see through.
I mean, Jove just sort of does a couple of back and forth through the doorway, just like...
Oh, God.
Yeah, you're fine. It's just the doorway.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're all confident that the magic has dispersed, or whatever magic was on there has since.
Fine, well, we might as well all go see if we can find him then.
I still think that some of us should go this way.
We'll need
just
I'm
stuck
saying
in a
this
room.
solely to Ash because me and her
Yeah,
are
of
the
course.
only ones in this room now.
I mean, I feel like these have something to do with, like, I don't know. Did you see anywhere in the flower? Maybe this will help bring it to life if it's dying.
I only took a quick peek. If you want to come into this room and help me look at it, we can. Whilst the boys are off trying to find Killian, we can.
Boys not.
Girls can do what we can do down here.
I mean, I can't do much right now, but let's have a look.
I'll step through.
Okay, no problem.
I
Yes, through.
I am particularly looking for recesses in anything
Okay.
that would fit our orbs.
Make me an
I'll take a
investigation
slow
check.
circle round it.
Yeah.
And investigation.
One thing that you guys notice as you both walk in, there is a passageway here and a passageway here,
There's nothing to the south.
and one leading there. No, there is nothing to the south.
Okay. Oh, that's a straight 19.
Okay, you have a search around. There is nothing at all in this room that has a similar recess, not even one.
Just this giant ass dying flower.
Yep, just a giant ass dying flower.
Okay.
A magic in D&D.
Using kind of my herbalism knowledge that I've kind of been learning, can I figure out
Pizza
why
magic.
it's dying?
Sure, make me a nature check. Knock, knock. Who's there? Pizza magic.
Pizza magic.
Do I get any bonuses for herbalism proficiency or nah? Just straight nature.
Straight nature on this, please, because you're not proficient.
Natural 20.
Not that it matters, but you don't. What I was going to say is you won't get your proficiency bonus because you're not accustomed to this sort of plant life. Was all I was going to say. Okay, nature check with a natural 20. You know that every sort of plant life in the worlds require something, whether that's nutrients from the ground, magical nutrients, whatever that may be, to sustain its life. This flower, for the size of it, would require a great deal of whatever that is, and it is lacking. Whatever substance it was that kept it alive, it is now lacking it. And I know that's like a really roundabout way of saying the plant's dying, but
Yeah. You basically show me plants dying.
yeah, but from that nature check, you know that it's not nutrients from the ground. It's sort of a magical substance that usually keeps this flower alive, but it is not.
Yeah.
For some whatever reason may be, it is not around.
And are what we see on the floor, is that like a root network or is it just vines and leaves? What
So it's just so on the so that's not really on the floor. So the purple, the pinkish ones kind of sprout up and are kind of like flopping and falling and kind of falling down. The purple are the leaves that would typically stand upright, are on the floor, like
Okay.
And when you say a vine network, there is small like vines through like around the room and in the walls, but nothing that comes from the flower itself.
So does it look like it's growing out of the floor?
Yeah, it looks like it's growing out of the floor. Yeah.
I appear down this blue hallway.
Okay.
Just from where, like from the room, I'm not walking down the hallway, but from the room, can I look down the hallway?
Sure. You look down the hallway, and there is a door at the end.
How about this one, Dan?
There is not a door.
There's not a door, you guys. I found
There is a curtain where the curtain is pulled to one side, and as you see that going down this hall where the marble floor stops where you are stood, there is grass that leads off and up this small corridor.
I can see a big ass door down here. What can you see?
Grass.
Should we take a little look down your corridor then? Because I don't
Astute
think
observation.
I don't think we should go through another door without the guards here. So
not without them, absolutely not.
Do you want me to go down there first?
I don't mind. You've gone in front of me now, so go on.
Yeah, I kind of said it as I was passing you.
Okay, as you step through and into this area, I will... Is it still revealed? No. Fucking...
It isn't revealed
dang.
yet.
I'm going to reveal it all and just describe what this area is.
Okay.
So that people at home can also see it. As you step in, you see that this is an elaborate bedroom of sorts, with a big big corner-posted, vibrant bedroom. There's a bench, and it kind of takes you back to the Glen of Alavan and the sort of like furniture and stuff that you'd seen there, Ash. But this is a beautiful room, grass all over the floor, reminds you of springtime, and that's what this is. This is what.
Me too.
I mean, I could live here. I quite like this. I mean, if I could see the stars, this would be my ideal home, I think.
The grass itself isn't green. It's like a wilted yellow, like as if it's not like a beautiful. It is a beautiful room, but the grass is like wilted a little bit. There's the plant life is kind of like wilting as well. Like it hasn't been taken care of.
Kind of putting my hand to the ground. Then is it like bone dry?
It is dry, yeah, and it kind of look again as if you spend loads of money in B&Q and loads of plants and garden stuff, and then just don't fucking water it for 3 weeks, and then go outside and go, "Why my garden bad?" Like that type of shit.
So it just kind of looks like no one's been here for a long time. Someone might have lived here, or many people have lived here, and the food was rotting, the plants are wilting. I think that whatever used to reside here obviously doesn't anymore. Before we disappear, though, I do want to give this back room here a proper investigation. I want to see if there are any goodies hidden anywhere. So I'm looking under the bed, under the pillows.
There is not, unfortunately, any goodies. Feathers 2.0.
Feathers 2.0. I mean,
is there anything I can steal?
Yeah, no, there
any
isn't.
Personal items.
Not that you can see, no. There are personal items within like cups and things like that, but
like
not like
notes. Something.
No, nothing like that.
No pictures.
Nothing like that, no.
Okay, well, with that, I think we should return to the gentleman, as I don't think we're gonna find anything down here, and I don't want to go through that door without the rest of them.
Okay.
No, you're right. Okay.
In the meantime,
if that makes sense.
It does.
Jove, Michael, Clovis, Banff, Zayla, everyone else that isn't Ali and Ash. Jove, you take a few steps in and out the door. Explain that it's just a door. What are you all going together now? Or are you just going on your own, Jove? Just all of you down that passage. Okay. For the sake of brevity, you guys wander down the passageway. Go around here. I'm going to put you a bit here. Just at like the foot of where the passage goes purple, and the mushrooms.
And I would have asked Banff to pick up this scent again. See if she just goes
she
out
does.
the way we came in. Or...
No, she continues down this passageway.
As we walk past, just out of curiosity, that stream, does it go anywhere? Like
there isn't
sort of alcove.
What stream?
I don't know. It looks like there's water.
No, it's just the way that the map is drawn, but there's no water.
Well, never mind then.
I know I'm not controlling the character, but is detect magic still up from Clovis's cane?
Last 10 minutes?
Last 10 minutes.
Oh, yes, it does. So what are you guys doing?
I'll start heading in
pick
line.
Anything up
just
is the
behind
next
Jove.
question to that one, I guess.
I mean, Jove's not heading in yet because he sort of looks into the mushroom-filled cave, turns around to Cleves and goes, well, I mean, we've done this before somewhere else a long time ago and it didn't go well. Why are we doing it again?
Well, Hallie didn't seem to have any of the same effects, so let's just not touch anything. Remember, it only happened when we touched things in the last time this happened. So
I don't know. I didn't touch anything. I got hit. Or did I? I don't remember. It was ages ago.
Yeah, we had to hit them and touch them and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you brush past them to release the spores.
Let's proceed carefully. Don't touch any of the mushrooms or anything like that. And Banff will direct us.
Sort of keeping his shoulders up and trying to sort of reduce his general area and space.
Yeah.
Jover's kind of just
move through this area. That's fine. You guys start doing that. Banff takes an immediate right and goes to this door and starts sniffing at the door and then signals to you that that's where the scent of Killian is.
And this is the thorny door, right?
It is the thorny door.
Okay, everybody take a few steps back.
Okay.
Will do.
And I will also take a few steps back to, let's say, about 20 feet away.
Okay.
And I will use Mage Hand to try and turn the doorknob.
Okay, you use Mage Hand and turn the door. It is unlocked and the door opens.
Yeah, so I would have gone back, here.
That's fine. The
door opens.
Yeah, the door opens.
I'll
revealing a long corridor.
Okay. Interesting.
Standing next to Clovis as we look down this corridor, Jeff's just going to cross over and goes, well, that's not good.
That's
a trap. Everything here is a trap.
Is there a door at the end of the corridor?
There is, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Of course there is.
Oh, no, the corridor that you're looking down? No.
Yeah.
No, there isn't.
So it's just a long corridor.
A corridor that enters into a room, but you can't see into the room because it's dark.
There's nothing inside of the room.
You can't see down the corridor far enough to see into the room.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Why not?
Oh, so it's that. So okay.
Is it magical darkness?
It is.
I can see through that.
Okay, so you can see into the. Okay, so
Devil's sight, baby.
Damn.
Let me just move my thing. Okay, so with magical dark vision, you can see
120 feet.
Yeah. That.
All right. Well,
it'll be right behind you.
Why can you see
I'm
through
gonna
that?
take a couple of stones out of my bag and just chuck them along the floor.
The stones down the corridor on the floor.
Maybe.
Also, who carries around stones?
I picked up stones when we were in the dwarven place.
You
did. I know you did, but I'm just like, who carries stones around?
Why not?
Yeah,
A
true.
wise adventurer.
Yeah, very wise adventurer. Okay, so the stones ripple down the corridor along.
Can I, if I look along the walls, do I see any sort of holes in the walls that would be for arrows that has previously shot at us?
No.
We're not jaded at all.
Legitimately, the dirty rollers turned around before and went, Hey, Dan, why does everyone seem overly cautious and borderline paranoid, hey? What have you done to these people? And I replied, I went, I mean, legitimately hurt them every time they go into a dungeon. I think they even lost someone last time. But you're right, I have no idea. And he went, hurt them? No, trained them.
Oh, yeah, we need to get more
Just stay back a little bit. I'll see what I can see.
Watch your footing.
Yeah, will do. And I'll chuck a few stones as I keep walking.
Okay, you walk successfully down a corridor.
You're such a prick.
And as you get into this room, I haven't put his token on.
Ooh!
Oh!
Friend!
Yay!
Oh, damn.
However,
Oh.
only because you guys could all see it before, and I was like, I'm not putting him where he actually is, because then...
Impaled against a wall.
But you see Killian unconscious on the floor, manacled to the walls.
Anything around us?
You
Apart
also
from
see in a cage. I'm just trying to find. I haven't got the bloody thing done properly. 1 second. I'm going to make it really quick. One sec.
While he's doing that, Ash, you have 100 gold.
Oh!
Ooh.
Sorry, thank you.
1 second.
Someone bring her inspiration whilst you're on it.
Yeah, I think that. I think that message kind of got misconstrued.
Yeah.
I said Ash, so Ash got the.
Okay, I've got a lot of money.
Okay, 1 second. I've done it. I do apologise. That's taken longer than needed. This is going to come through quite large. I'm going to resize it. But off to the corner.
Ah!
Oh, Jesus.
Hanging in a cage, you see
A giant goblin.
this individual, a goblin with a backpack on, with loads of kit in the backpack, with this torch that's kind of like attached to the backpack that hangs in front of him, and he's just sat in a cage. He goes, "Oh, hello!
He's coming with us."
I love him.
Kill him now.
This finally, Lord Fluffy Boots. I mean, I've been waiting.
Oh my god.
What's happened here?
Oh, we all got caught!
By who?
Well, I don't know. You came in here to try and find some goodies. Don't know what happened to him either. He just turned up here like a few minutes ago. Crazy. And he's attached to the wall.
Alright.
Let me out.
Fucking love
Who are
him.
you?
Well, pleasure to make your acquaintance. My name is Giffy.
Alright, Giffy.
I think it's pronounced Jiffy, actually.
It is.
Through the corridor I go, shut up, Clovis.
Let me out. Come on. Been here for ages. I'm a travelling merchant. Lots of wares, lots of places to go, lots of money to be earned. Let me
Is
out.
he bullshitting me?
Make an insight check.
What's my insight? Oh, that's not good. Because it's -1 on my insight. That's a 1.
You believe every word. Come on, let me out. I'll make it worth your while. You help me, I help you. That's the way a fair trade goes, and I pride myself on fair trade. Come on, Giffy's goods need to be in everyone's hands.
Give me a sec, Giffy. In the meanwhile, do you any traps that I should be aware of inside of this?
Oh, no. I think the traps are what got us there in the first place.
Alright. I'll go up to Killian. And
Okay.
he's manacled, you said?
Yep. Manacled to the wall, unconscious.
I'll check his pulse.
Faint. Come on, let me out. I've got just the thing to fix him up.
1 second, okay? Killian, you alright? Oh, so tap his face.
Unresponsive.
Oh, fuck.
Clovis and Jove, I imagine, is still stood, cross-armed, looking and being like, nope.
Is it still just a big pool of... Have we just seen Michael just walk into a big pool of magical darkness, right? We can't see him there.
Yeah, basically.
And we hear this.
Yeah, you can hear it,
yeah. And he's very loud, so I'm assuming we can hear him saying, "Let me out. I can fix Killian.
Yeah.
My goods need to be in people's hands." That kind of shit.
Yep.
I imagine we both just sort of share a look. And then start making our way down. Well,
dude,
I'm gonna take a closer look at these manacles.
Okay.
Does it seem like they are properly attached, or does it seem like these have been worn down?
No, they are properly attached.
Time. I could have been useful. I can heal, and I can lockpick.
In magical darkness?
Oh, no.
in non-magical darkness? No.
With your dexterity being at a disadvantage.
Okay, fine. I get it. I'm useless. Okay, never mind. I said nothing.
This is the best thing I've done in this campaign. I love how angry you get, man.
All right, boys.
Ash, once she's had a long rest, just fucking running, just punching everyone. Boom! Boom! That's right.
Killian's bad.
Have we actually walked in though? To be fair, did we?
Well, I'll walk up to the area where it gets dark and just kind of put my face in it.
Okay.
Can I see nothing?
No, it's magical darkness. Unless you have devil's sight or blind sight.
I do not.
However, as you poke your head round, you hear, "Oh, another one! Hello!"
Oh god. It's awful. Don't go in.
Come on!
Can you get...
Let me out!
Do you sense any magic from this room, Clovis?
You won't sense any magic from this room.
I'll
walk 10 feet in, and then
you sense that the manacles on Killian's arms and attached to the wall are magical. And you sense that there are magical items in Giffy's bag.
Ooh.
There's something like sort of long and hooped at the end. I assume that's what you're talking about. That's magic.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of magic coming from over this way, where the horrible voice is coming from.
Hey, that's not very nice!
Can you tell me anything?
School?
More specific?
Magic-y magic.
Ouchie magic or secure? Protect.
Secure, protect magic.
Doesn't feel very ouchy. Just feels strong.
Strong.
School of ouchie wizard.
Can you dispel magic? Because I can't.
I can kind of prevent it, but I can't dispel it.
Giffy can!
Then why are you in here?
Well, this door's not magic. I've got no key. Come on, let me out. I can help. You help me, I help you. That's the way it goes.
Do you have a way that makes it a little bit easier to see in here?
Oh, yes. Hold up. And he literally, you see Michael, he starts, fiddling with his lantern and literally just twists something on top of his lantern and the magical darkness dissipates. He goes, ta-da!
Oh, God. It's a goblin.
Hey!
Whoa,
what, you are a goblin?
That's not very nice. But yes, I am.
I'm inclined to agree, but that doesn't make it any less true.
There we go. See? I help you, you help me. Let me out.
Now that I can see him, do I believe what he's saying? That he's going to help us? Didn't I have something for this? I feel like I have something for this.
Definitely going to be the first email I make. You might trust him.
It's a 16 plus 5, so it's 21.
You believe him, yeah. And for those of you that have any knowledge of the Feywild, which none of you do, it doesn't matter. But Hallie would know that deals in the Feywild are often very, like, big things.
Binding.
Yeah, binding. Like, they are... Nobody shirps on a deal within the Feywilds.
Okay.
I haven't told you this information.
No. But that,
I mean,
you know...
he appears to be on the up and up, but that just makes me more suspicious in a weird way.
Well, it's not like we have any other choices there. Alright, if we let you out, you help us free this man?
Yep, of course I will.
And bring him back to health?
Yeah, of course I will.
And all of this in exchange merely for freeing you at no extra charge?
Well, yeah, that's fine. So I'll free him, help him, and you let me out.
Sure. Just know that if you screw us over, you wish you were in the cage. You feel me?
You'll be...
Make an intimidation check.
Heal me.
Feel me.
Feel me.
You
Maybe.
feel me? Great.
Feel lucky, punk.
Will do,
Can I have
yeah.
assisted him on that? Given that I was convinced as well?
Stood there in your underpants.
Thong, thank you. It's a tasteful thong,
24.
it's functional.
24. It goes,
Well, let me out, and we'll see who wishes they were in a cage.
That's not encouraging.
Well, don't let me out. Your friend stays here forever. Up to you.
I'll take my sword and I'll slash the lock.
hey, make me to hit.
Don't kill the goblin.
That is 25.
Okay, as you... And the chain, the lock drops to the floor and the cage door opens. Iffy kind of like huddling down, jumps out onto the floor and goes, as he stands up properly, you hear like his bones like on his knees and his back kind of crack as he kind of straightens himself out and he goes,
Oh, yes. That's better.
Just
Okay,
for the-
goodbye.
Wait.
I'm joking.
and he points his, gets it, goes into his bag and pulls out a key and unlocks the manacles and then hands you a health potion.
You had the key to his manacle.
No. This is mine. Unlocks any door.
And puts it back in his bag.
Really?
You mentioned you had items to sell.
Well, Giffy's goods can be bought and sold in any place. But I've got to go. But if you ever wish to make purchase again...
And he goes into his pocket and pulls out a small coin. It's a brass coin with his face on one side and a coin bag on the other side. And he flicks it over to you. And as you catch it, he goes,
Well, see you later.
and nods his head and just boom, dissipates into a plume of smoke.
Odd
What
man.
a strange man.
Alright, let's get Killian out of here, shall we?
Yeah, let's try not to think about it. And I'll pop the... oh wait, I don't have any pockets.
Where are you popping the coin, Clovis?
In his
Where
You know where! In my coin purse.
Bunch
Um,
of pennies in there.
And the rest. And yeah, I'll take over and I will give the potion to our friend Killian.
Killian kind of wheezing and seems to struggle for breath, kind of opens his eyes and goes, that wasn't fun.
Now, as I recall, you were here to save our lives.
Yeah, as I recall,
give him a smirk.
I did refuse to go first, and oh, you guys have all the answers, don't you? And he kind of stands up, like awkwardly, and kind of like stumbles on his feet, and you
Come
guys
here,
catch him.
Let me help you.
You did
Well-
remarkably well.
No, I did not. That was horrible.
What happened?
Yeah, what was your room?
Oh, I ended up in a room that was filled with graves on the floor, like just graves, with one shovel and riddles on each grave. And I had to find the right one, and I'm not very good with riddles. And I picked the wrong one, and as my Spade dug into it. I was basically pulled into it, and I've just woke up now.
You and I should have switched rooms then. I was watering flowers. Sounds like grave thing is more my deal.
Well, let's go. My head's hurting, but I should be okay. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session. Just for the sake of brevity, you guys reconvene in the big flower room.
Yeah.
And that's where we're going to end tonight's session, and we'll pick this up again next week.
Okay.
I was really hoping to buy some trousers off that goblin.
Goblin-sized trousers.
Yeah.
Hey, they'll work. Hot pants, baby.
So we're going to end that where it is. I do know that our good friends over at Die by the Sword are streaming tonight.
Yeah.
So we're going to drop you guys off with them. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. We will be back on Thursday with Spelljammer.
Yeah.
And then next Tuesday, we'll be back with The Fallen. Watch this space. There's going to be loads of cool shit happening all over socials and everything. This has been arguably our most...
riddle heavy,
financially lucrative, surprise burdened fucking stream that we've ever had. Thank you everyone for stopping by. We love you all very much, and we will see you all on Thursday.
See you
Take care.
Thursday.
Bye.